Oh my god, hi everyone, good morning, nope, good afternoon, hi, happy Sunday, good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, there it is, depending on where you are on this beautiful planet. Thank you so much for joining me for yet another ad hoc live stream. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hello, Get No Glitter and Gator and Vink and Cynical Timbit and Bryn. Hello, Emily and Christy, Angelica, hello, Lottie, Lizzie, Lanny, Life, oh, so many L's, Monty B, hello, Professor Plum, Vibe, hello everybody, I hope you're all having a fabulous weekend. For those of you who are celebrating today, I hope you had all of the chocolates. I had some chocolate. Sorry I've been away for the last couple of days. You know, life's busy, and that's okay. What have I been doing? I gymmed. So that was fun. I slept a lot yesterday. Oh, I did a nighttime picnic. Ooh, so much fun. So much fun. For those of you who are in Brisbane or who are going to visit Brisbane at some time, put on the bucket list going up to the Mount Cootha Lookout. It's really, really pretty and it looks out over the entire city. And I was up there for a moonlit picnic, which was really lovely. We saw the moon come up. I made cupcakes. They were really good. That's the second type of cake I've made this week. It's a problem. I made chocolate cake. And that was delicious. And then I made vanilla cupcakes. And we've had this conversation about cupcakes before. I say, why make a cupcake when you can just make a big cake? Because big cakes look so much better. Cupcakes are also kind of cute, but I lost the good frosting tip. Those of you who are bakers will know that you have one good frosting tip, and the rest of them are kind of naff. I had one good frosting tip, and I don't know where I put it, so I couldn't frost the top of the cupcakes, but I did make frosting, or icing, as I would call it. Didn't have any icing sugar, though, so I had to blend. Did you know you can turn granulated sugar into powdered sugar? Yes, you can, with the power of a high-powered blender. It's good. Anyway, I forgot to put flavoring in my icing, so it turned out just to taste like brown sugar. But it was actually really good. I made brown sugar icing with a vanilla cupcake. It was nice. I also can't breathe. I also made homemade sausage rolls, and those were very well received. So that's what I did last night. And now I'm here. Now I'm here. Hello, everybody. I slept in this morning. I now have caffeine. It is almost 1 p.m., which is excellent. I've scrubbed out the bathroom and the kitchen, and I did a load of laundry, and I got some sunshine, and now I'm here. So I hope you're all being productive and or treating yourself to some self-care while you're watching these shenanigans. So thank you so much for being here. For those of you who are new, hi, my name's Zach. I may as well say the thing. Hi, my name's Zach. Lovely to meet you if you're new, and thank you very much for returning if you are coming back. I'm not a mental or physical healthcare professional, just a guy who lost some weight, talks about things on the internet and watches way too much Foodie Beauty. Also not here to bully, shame, harass, or humiliate. Literally here to talk about the produced and monetized content that we see here on this platform, because it's what? All about choices. Choices about what we say, choices about what we put on the internet. Choices, and today I'm choosing to watch and react to Miss Chantal Marie, Miss Foodie Beauty. Well, no, not Foodie Beauty anymore. I still call her that, though. And Miss Amberlynn Reid in a 2-for-1 Sunday extravaganza. Cold brew, lovely to see you today, mate. Thank you so much for returning to the channel as a member. I appreciate it. Welcome back to Popstar. Hello. Oh, you made a cheese quiche, Lizzie? That does sound good. Moon Goddess Tarot, hello, lovely to see you. Thank you for being here for 23 months. Poppy, been here with you for 2 years, 100 pounds. I'm assuming down. 100 pounds down? Mate, that's incredible. It's 50 pounds a year. That's major. Congratulations. And I hope I'm reading that correctly. Thank you very much for the support, Tara. I very much appreciate you. And I'm very happy to hear about your successes as always. Happy Easter weekend. And happy 23 months. Thank you, thank you. Oh, thanks so much, Marina. Yeah, sometimes I feel like when I do reactions like day after day, I just get exhausted. And it's not like a physical exhaustion, words. Exhaustion, it's just man, I'm overlooking at Chantal's face. so consistently every day. And this is why we entered podcast mode. We do actually have some words to say about sounds. Good. I'm just going to play this. Y'all, are you familiar with this sound? This is the sound of driving in Kuwait, just so you know. Bryn, thank you so much for the super chat. Bryn says, I caught the end of Grease 2 today and thought of you, best movie ever. Definitely better than Grease 1. I will argue the house down boots that Grease 2 is a way more enjoyable movie than Grease 1. Yes, you are correct. Thank you for the super chat and the support, Brent. I hope you had a good time. Sounds like a dryer. Sans, good to see you. Hello. It does sound a little bit like a dryer. So I need to take what has happened in the last like 48 to 72 hours in Shantopolis and compact it. Where do I even start? Let me pull up, well, I can't pull up her channel because nothing's friggin' on there. Although she does have community tab posts, so maybe we just start there because I could start reading. Okay, cool. Oh, God. All right, well, we'll start there, I guess. Please hold. No, too close. There we go. That's good. Okay, so that's horrible ASMR. Has it stopped? I think it stopped. Yeah, it stopped. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so a day ago, which is edited, so who knows. Hi all! We have decided to make ASMR videos. We will do relaxing driving in 4K with driving sounds. 4K, very important in ASMR videos, just FYI. I will also narrate some story times. Maybe ones I write myself sometimes, but for now I will read some non-copyright classic stories. Here is the link to our first video on our Relax Area ASMR channel. Please note all are welcome, but we do not tolerate hate or negativity. Thanks for watching. So, I had this memory. And I thought, I don't think this memory applies to, like, Chantal. I feel like this is, like, a deep rabbit hole memory that I've been watching that had, like, come into existence from me watching, like, a deep dive into somebody else, right? I had a chat with the fabulous Lottie, and it turns out my natural instincts of Chantal memories, I may need to put a little bit more, like, faith in. And thank you for the super chat, I appreciate it. And says, I bought a new gas stove with oven. Ooh, Lush. I'm so happy it's getting installed on Thursday. Hope you have a great Sunday. I'm having a great Sunday, and thank you for the support and thank you for the super chat. And you enjoy your oven, mate. I hope you bake all of the things. Thank you for letting us know. Okay, terrible channel name. Well, Angelica, I understand there's been a lot of conversation about this being a sock account, right? Because there have been comments left on the Sala and Chantal couples channel from this Relax Areas ASMR channel. This channel was made in what, 2019? So there was a time. There was a time with Foodie Beauty that Foodie's tried her hand in ASMR many a time. And one specific time that sat with me surrounding the lore of Shantopolis was when Foodie decided to ASMRify children's stories. She actually even notes it in that comment, saying that she'll narrate some story times, but there'd be non-copyright classic stories, right? Totally understandable. The public domain is rife with children's and general stories that no longer have copyright claims on them. Chantal, at one point, decided to read classic children's stories. She did not, however, decide to read public domain stories, but instead just kind of a book she found. It was a children's story book. She got a couple of episodes into it until her audience decided, hey, just like reading from a copywritten book on the internet and running ads on it isn't a cool thing, and like that's against copyright, right? So Chantal's had a really interesting history with both ASMR, children's stories, and copyright, and it's just fun that we are revisiting that in 2023 because it truly is a cycle. Time is a circle. Time is a circle. Hey Shrimp, lovely to see you. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Hi, happy Sunday. Well, from my side of the world. Cool. So that's all that caught up. The next thing, I guess, in Shantopolis is to discuss Chantal getting a new camera. Is that in this one? The one that... No, that's the friggin' ASMR one. I think it is in this vlog where she goes to... she goes to Samsung and she's back on the Samsung. You can't tell me that Chantal doesn't just love giving Apple products to the partners in her life. You can't tell me. This is now 2. Well, this is the third Apple product, right? Because Chantal had a spare phone that she gave to Old Mate, though I'm not sure if that wasn't Samsung or Apple. But Old Mate definitely ended up with an iPad. And now Snoopy's got an iPhone. They just all end up with an Apple product. Tracking devices, Vink, don't get me started. Yes. Also, yes, you are very right, but yes. So, there's that. That covers the ASMR channel, the change of phone, and there's another community tab post here from just 5 hours ago, so we'll read that one as well. Hi guys! It wasn't even close. I just wanted to say what a beautiful thing it is to have so many positive supporters. Thank you so much for subbing and leaving kind comments on our Sala and Chantal channel as well as our Relax Area channel. I will have the Q&A published on this channel in a bit. That's 5 hours ago. Where is it? I want to watch a Q&A. Thanks again. You know I always had trouble ignoring negativity and hate, but having a positive fan base and community of followers helps so much because it means that I can simply stop seeing it by blocking and not looking up what people are doing or saying about me in a negative way. It's been helping tremendously with my mental health, as well as permitting me to continue to transform into a better person and not regress constantly. As you can see, being not aware of what is going on means no rages. See you soon. XOXO Foodie. Get No Glitter, thank you so much for the super chat. Glitter says, a bad weekend, just got a lot more fab thanks to this live stream. Oh, thanks, mate. I'm sorry to hear you had a bad weekend, but, I mean, we're here now. Ready for the shenanigans. Thanks for being amazing, everyone. Thank you for being amazing, mate. Thank you for the super chat. And I hope your weekend gets better, and I hope we can be part of that. Thank you. And Savitri, thank you for 22 months. Savitri says, highly pick and choose Q&A. I'm into it. Give me something different. Savitri, if it's highly curated Q&A or if it's driving around Kuwait in 4K for 12 minutes. What's the choice? I know mine. Mine is not the driving one. Mine is not the driving one. So that's nice to hear that Chantal is ignoring all of the comments and all of the people who are talking about her. Great, this will last about 3 days until we get another upsetty spaghetti stream, no doubt. But fine. I mean, if that's the case, great. So today we're going to be watching Driving Beachside in Kuwait. No, we're not. That's the ASMR that I pulled up for a bit, and we are absolutely not watching that. We're going to be watching the couple shopping while fasting on Ramadan. The mall is so empty. Spoilers, we're visiting an empty food court for the most of it. And then we're going to boop on over to Miss Amberlynn Reid and her most recent upload entitled Big Grocery Haul, Jealousy in My Relationship and Bad Allergic Reactions. Spoilers, I have watched all of these, so there will be no spoilers. But yeah, that's what we're going to do today. What are you all doing today? Oh, Nat, I have no idea. She made an argument before she left for Kuwait that she'd paid off the old iPad already. Now, I mean, considering Chantal's history with financial responsibilities, that's probably not the case. I mean, who knows who's paying for that iPad at this point, but... But she said it was done. She said it was done. Okay, cool. So let's get started on Chantal. Yeah, let's get started on Chantal. This was almost a day ago. Man, time is weird in Chantopolis. We'll watch it at normal speed, just because I feel like getting a real taste, a real taste for reality. Power on. Battery high. Headset connected. Oh, Kerry, nice. That's nice. That's good. Live chat? Oh, I am on live chat now. Very good. Thank you. What's the time in Chantopolis? Let's check. Time in Kuwait. I feel like it's about 6 a.m. Okay, 6 a.m. Well, she should definitely be awake, right? She's got, She's usually up at the... What is going on here? Yeah, she's usually up around 5, 6, although maybe she's gone to bed. I don't know. Can't tell you.
We're doing.
Pin the thing.
Hey
Oh
guys.
my God, Zach.
We're at the mall. It's pretty dead in here, actually.
Was this the same day where Sala was really impressed with wearing green? I feel like this was the same day. This definitely feels like the same day, because there was a live stream about it, right? I think that one's gone now. We definitely watched a live stream where Chantal was really impressed with this being Sala's colored t-shirt. Same day? Probably the same day. I'm going to go same day. Thanks, Sarah.
It's before Iftar, and it's really hot today,
Lottie, it's only 11 minutes.
so I'm feeling the heat.
Guys, now the whole restaurants are closed, even the cafe.
Yeah.
because you know it's during fasting now in Ramadan.
We know.
Yes.
We know. We're
so
aware.
let's go check it out.
Okay, great.
I have to get some things at Lush.
Oh god. Well, I paused it at the perfect time. Look, as someone who also expresses a lot of emotion with their eyebrows. Honey, thank you so much for the super chat. And he says, I had a 10-day vacation in Georgia. Oh, nice. And apparently during that time, Chantal had quit YouTube. Correct. Yes, she had quit YouTube a lot of times and is now reborn as an ASMR channel. Oh, joy. Well, not reborn. I mean, she's got an ASMR channel that she never really utilized and was just using to leave comments for engagement on her couples channel, and is now kicking back off with driving in Kuwait ASMR, which I kind of feel like we should watch. That's the completionist in me being like, we should definitely watch all of the content, including 14 minutes of heinous driving sounds. So if we get to that point, if I truly feel like torturing myself, maybe. It's great. Anyway, what a fun pause. Oh dear. Oh wait, hold on. I hit the wrong button. That button. There we go. I know what I'm doing. It's fine.
Hello.
You can see there's a lot of shops even closed.
She's a little bit loud. Sorry, that's my bad. Shannon, thank you so much for being here for 5 months. I appreciate it. Shannon says, yay, 5 months. Hi all. Hi Shannon. Lovely weekend. Happy to see you.
Right now. They will open later.
So loud. Jeez Louise. Sorry. Oh, interesting. Thanks, Savitri. Savitri says, malls are full here before Iftar. We call it Nangbuburit? Nangbuburit. Sorry, I'm terrible at pronouncing. You know me. Poppy's pronunciation's awful. Meaning doing stuff before break fasting. Malls are also full because of Iftar get together. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like you go to do the things before jumping into Iftar. Got it. Understood. That makes sense. That actually does make a lot of sense, because you'd assume that like malls being the central kind of location, specifically with Chantal just like talking about it in Kuwait, you'd assume that people would be there like half an hour beforehand to like maybe do some shopping, maybe pick up some things, maybe just chill in the air conditioning, just vibe. And then Iftar. Makes sense. All right, get ready, y'all. I'm gonna have to make some conversation out of nothing. We're about to walk around an empty food court for 5 minutes. Right, let's go. That's a Wendy's. I've never had Wendy's. They're selling something on the front of the kiosk. A key? Quality burgers since 1969. Okie dokie. Ah, they're a Pepsi partner. I see. Not Coca-Cola. Who's gonna take the tallies on which fast food outlet is partnered with Pepsi and which one's with Coke? Who's gonna do that? Who's got the notes? Hey AC, good to see you. Happy weekend. Fabulous one. Thank you so much for the super sticker as well. That's very kind of you. Thank you. What's this? Sister, staff are preparing food for the Iftar rush. I don't know what this is. What was this called? Sister? Chickster, not sister. Okay. Twins, not sisters, remember. Chickster. Never heard of Chickster. Am I missing out? These are very cute logos. I like the little chickens on the side. They're Coke. So far in this food court, we're 1 for 1. Honestly, this is the most dull possible content. Just take me outside again, Foodie. Just show me nature. Although, to be fair, there's not... You know what? Is there anything, Foodie, that could show me at the moment that isn't entirely boring? No. Damper? Damper something? Oh, it's a seafood place. Damper Feast, right. I don't know damper as seafood. I know damper as bread, because in Australia we make a very simple bread called damper, which is delicious and doesn't last very long and is a yeast-free floured dough bread. Really good with Vegemite and butter. Really easy to put together when you're camping too. Hey T-Rex. Pizza Hut. I'm familiar. You can always count on pizza. Man, I feel like that's on a card somewhere. For the love of pizza. I don't really like Pizza Hut that much. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. But, no. Peapot Fairy, lovely to see you, mate. I hope you're having a great weekend. Peapot, thank you for being here for 18 months. Says, Linda / Lottie can't tell me what to do. Oh, it's an inside joke? Okay, well, you all heard it here first. Good to see you, Peapot. I hope you're having a good weekend. It's all just empty. It's hilarious. I understand it being empty and I understand it being closed, but, like, it needs something more. Like, it needs Foodie's... Foodie's opinion on fast food places. My God, that's already all over the internet. We probably don't need a piece of content for that. Another piece of content for that. But it just needs something more because this is boring as hell. And you know me, I'll find interest in like the smallest of things. But if even I'm saying it's boring as hell, it's boring as hell. I think we have those kiosks here. Those like the ones on the left here in Australia. They look pretty familiar. Yeah. Hello, person in the background who didn't consent to being on the internet. Hi, nice to see you guys. Hope you're having a good time. I bet you all of these people in here are thinking, who is this strange person walking around filming the front of all of these closed shops? Same. Same. I think the same. KFC, excellent. Something about this Burger King makes me feel like there should be more space between the words. That's all. Since 1954. Who's this? Who's this person here? Chat, help me out. Who's this? Because I understand the Colonel for KFC, but who's this for Burger King? Who's this silhouetted person? Are they important? Is that the founder? Who is the founder of Burger King? He's the king. Well, he hasn't got a crown. How are we meant to know he's the king if he doesn't have a crown? It's Mr. King. Who is this person? Okay, that's not the king. No, well, it's not the iconic Burger King because I know the Burger King with the giant like foam head. I know that king. There's a video game about him. Shrimpy. Okay. I don't know if Shrimpy's an international brand. We don't have Shrimpy here in Australia. Okay. You know what this reads? Oh, look, another person who didn't consent to be on the internet. Hi, sorry. This is just giving me when Foodie went to the food court in the airport. Like, I understand food courts all kind of give the same vibe, but...
So as you can see, guys, it's everything closed, especially restaurants and cafe during fasting at the day in Ramadan. Because it's illegal to eat in public in Ramadan.
Yeah.
You guys might find it hard to fasting, but fasting has a benefits, you know. This benefits...
Just a reminder that Snoopy's not a healthcare professional. Good.
make you humble, make you think of the poor people, make...
Sorry, I'm just watching Foodie's face. I'm just remembering all of those times where Foodie's had, like, a Foodie moment, you know? Everything's fresh and creamy. The KFC drawer. The rice chair. So many wonderful Foodie moments to pick out of my brain memory. I don't understand this face. Yeah, the Mac Scratcher. We did get that. We got Twix dumped in marshmallow fluff. We got the Nutella. What were they? The little fried dough balls. I can't remember the name. The Nutella ones, where her teeth got all covered in chocolate. That one. The extreme Lockmas, that's it. Yep. So we had the Nutella Lockmas. We had the I don't like cake, so I'll eat 3. And then leave the rest on the couch for the cats to eat. Wet hot chicken. Yep, we did have the soup. The porch food. Yes, no, this is good. She is. Annie, lovely to see you. She's totally blanked out. I don't think she's listening to this conversation. She's just kind of staring at herself on camera. Let's see. Because I don't think once she actually looks at you.
In Ramadan. You guys
Okay, no, you go, Snoopy.
might find it hard to
Oh, there we go. There's a peep.
fasting.
We got one peep. Lizzie with a Y. Thank you so much for being here for 3 months. Lizzie says she's thinking of food. I don't know what she's thinking of. She seems a little sleepy. just a little tired there.
But fasting has a benefits, you know. These benefits make you humble, make you think.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it now. Dear Snoopy and Chantal, if you're gonna keep vlogging, please, for the love of God, get a stabilizer or a gimbal on a little handheld tripod, just something to stop all of, because I can't zoom while you're doing this shaky cam stuff. It's really quite hard.
Of the poor people, make you appreciate the food more. It's something nice, and it's showing a devotion of Allah as well. So try to fast. Also,
Okay, well, I mean, speak to your healthcare professional regarding fasting, because it's not for everyone.
it's healthy for the body. So here we go.
No one's buying ice cream at Marble Slab.
Oh my god, this is so... I'm surprised this is 11 minutes, to be fair. You could have cut at least 3 of these so far.
And the Cityscape, guys, it's a name of the cinema here in Kuwait. There's nobody, you know, no people, no worker. It's all closed during fasting in Ramadan. At the day, especially before Iftar, like before 6 p.m.
Okay.
So there's no nachos, no.
You didn't say the magic word. Please hold.
Before 6 p.m. So
Oh.
there's no nachos, no popcorn, no soda drinks.
My dumb brain. So, this finger waggle movement, in Jurassic Park 1, Newman, is his name Newman, the scientist guy? Anyway, that might be, is that his name on Seinfeld? Anyway, whatever, the Newman character, the scientist guy, when he super sneakily, like, hacks the mainframe and locks everybody out, when people are trying to, I think it's Samuel L. Jackson with the cigarette, trying to log in, there's a little animation where the scientist is like, you didn't say the magic word, and that's exactly what Snoopy's giving in all of this.
So there's no nachos, no popcorn, no soda drinks.
Oh, I have fun in my brain. It's good. It's good. I like being here.
Aww. I can smell Lush.
Couple down.
I can smell Lush already.
What did he say there?
I can smell Lush.
Couple down.
I can smell Lush already.
I think he said careful down. I'm going to try the closed captions because I didn't quite pick up what he was saying.
I can smell Lush.
Couple down.
I can smell
Okay, it didn't want to tell me what it was. I think he said careful down.
Lush already just on the escalator.
Oh yeah, I wonder if she ever got her abayas pulled up. Because we all know that she was kind of walking on the hems of them. I wonder if she hemmed them. Or got them hemmed. Probably neither. No, I would say that's a trip hazard on these escalators. Oh, don't fall down? Right.
I want to see if they have a face mask for a few blemishes that I find problematic. I don't know if it's from wearing a hijab in the heat with the sweat and everything, but...
We are getting close to Lush.
Yes.
As someone who is a big sweaty bear, I feel like Chantal's real sweaty today.
Here we go.
Ooh, you can see them in the reflection there. That's fun. Oh no. Just do a fun little... There we go. Look! There they are!
Here we go.
Oh, I thought they were holding hands for a minute there. Nope. Nope, it's just them. Found them. It's like, where's Wally?
Welcome to Lush.
Okay, so a lot of you know I've had experience with Lush. I was using Lush for a time in 2020, and then I realized that I didn't necessarily need a lot of what was going on. I love some of the fragrances, but some of it's also a lot. She picks up a product here, which is the Mask of Magnanimity, and it is delightful on the face. But I also use their like ocean sea scrub on my face, and it's literally like chunks of rock salt that tore me up. So that's a no from me. Hey, Gloating, good to see you. Hope you're well. Yeah, Lizzie, definitely don't recommend Lush for people who don't enjoy extremely strong fragrances.
Oh, cool.
I have a Lush soap in my bathroom, which isn't open, like it's still wrapped in the wax paper, and it just, oh boy, you go like anywhere near it and just, that's all you can smell.
Well, these are all the testers for the perfume.
Oh, these are cute. What are these fun little like hats on there? Are they for the testers so you don't like spray them on yourself? That's a smart idea. I like that.
Shade. Interesting.
Yeah, so I went from Lush to The Ordinary, and then I was doing a lot with my skin, and then I realized that I could just drink a whole heap of water, and not eat too much sugar, and generally my skin is okay.
The vanilla one is the best.
Is this it? I think this is it. That's Foodie. Hello. Guess who I peeped? I peeped Foodie. Oh, I don't think that mirror is being very kind. Something about this mirror is not being very kind to Foodie. I don't know what it is. Plum, thank you so much for being here for 15 months, my friend. I appreciate you. Plum says that this is giving similar vibes of Dead Mall videos. A little bit, Plum. I was thinking kind of like that the introductory scene. Oh, what is it? Is it? It's not Shaun of the Dead. It's one of the zombie films, the one where they're all trapped in the mall. I love an empty mall space. I think it's like it's got a beauty to it, but also kind of an eeriness and a little bit spoopy, and I love that. But I know the vibe. Yeah.
So I just needed a face mask, and I need some.
What do people think of native deodorant? What's native deodorant, Sans? I've tried using like one of those salt stick things, but I sweat too much. That's not gonna work for me. Oh jeez. Okay. Right. Roll it back.
So I just need.
Oh, it was Dawn of the Dead? It was Dawn of the Dead. Okay, I was close. Thank you so much. Okay. Right. Some notes on the scene. Love the things in the background. Downlight is nobody's friend. Nobody's. If you're going to get yourself on camera, you better make sure you've got at least like 2 lights pointed directly at you at a minimum. It could be 1, just make sure you've got like something to bounce it off, like a white wall or a reflector or something. Downlight is nobody's friend, because then we end up with just all this really heavy shadow right under the eyebrows and eyes, and light's a funny thing, because it kind of, the absence of light is very stark and obvious, so you can see all the light on the high points of the face, so the tip of the nose, the forehead, the apples of the cheek, and then everything else is kind of clad in shadow, including part of her chin from her lip and nose. So I'm thinking that there's a very, very powerful and direct downlight that she's standing under for some reason, and I would not make that choice. It's unfortunate lighting, yeah. Lizzie, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Lizzie says, nah, you didn't say the secret word. Thank you for the super chat, mate. I appreciate it. Okay, well, that's my note on this frame.
I need a face mask, and I need some hair care items as well. And this is the new shampoo bar.
Oh.
Which is actually
It says new on the tag over there, yeah.
it's supposed to stimulate new growth. It has cinnamon.
How wild is it? Those of you who have been watching Foodie for a long time, it is bonkers to hear Foodie talk about... Look, it's bonkers to hear Foodie talk about Lush, because something in my brain, something with the memories of Foodie is happening today, because I specifically remember her telling us about cinnamon being used for hair stimulation and hair growth like 4 years ago in a Lush haul, and time is a circle. Doesn't matter if we're in Kuwait or Canada or 2023 or 2018. All of the conversations are the same. It's wild. Wild.
And I'm going to try this new conditioner as well.
Okay.
It's to be really hydrating. So, let's try it. It has maple syrup. Kind of makes me miss Canada. I'm going to get the BB seaweed mask because it's...
Ooh, this lighting is no one's friend either. Tally, thank you so much for the super chat. Tally says, Witch Hazel is an old cartoon. Whose outfit? I don't know, Tally. Witch Hazel? Witch Hazel's an ingredient in Lush products, though. Tying it together, I see. Tourist, hello, lovely to have you here as well. Thank you so much for joining. Pulpster, I appreciate it. And welcome, everybody. Say hi, Existential Tourist. Great name. Elizabeth, lovely to see you as well. Okay, so... I do kind of live for this plant, like, oh jeez, this plant setup. Look at all this greenery. It's lovely. What else have we got in the back here? Are those paper towels? I think so. That's an aloe vera plant, I'm pretty sure. Is this the same shop? Oh, I'm off screen. Sorry. These towels could... I don't know if that's shadow or whatever. Anyway, maybe a wipe down. This is fun. I like this. This is cute. Is this like an ice well bath thing? Kind of looks like it. I'm assuming because they don't have refrigerators, this is just how they keep the cold stuff out the front. Maybe. Anyway, again, what I was saying about downlights. Just being super sneaky. Yeah, yeah. Lighting, just make lighting your friend. That's all.
It's my favorite. You gotta try it.
Mama Bear, thanks so much for the super sticker. Thank you. Ooh, is that olive oil? I like how this shop's laid out. It's very maximalist, considering the fact that Lush's branding tends to be quite minimalist. Like, it's all just black and white, and you know what it is when you kind of look at it. But there's just things everywhere. I love things.
So surprised that they had a Lush here in Kuwait. But
No, you're not. That's a lie.
I was so surprised that they had a Lush here in Kuwait, but I was so happy.
She told us there was a Lush in Kuwait before she moved there, when she announced her nuptials. She was still in Canada before she even went to Kuwait the first time. She was like, oh, you guys, there's a Lush there, and I can buy 6X everythings, and blah, blah, blah. Who's she lying? Why is she lying?
I can have my high quality skincare anywhere. Almost anywhere.
Here you go, babe.
Thank you, honey.
Did we have to do the bag off, the hand off? Hi, everybody working in the shop. I hope you're having a great day.
And finally, guys, we finished from the Lush.
Also, can we just flip... You know, in editing, you can just flip the entire thing right. I hate this. Like, the signs are back. I hate it. Just flip it in post so that we can actually read the things in the background. Not that it matters, but it's just a minor irritation.
Hey, guys.
Hello, guys.
Why are you staring?
We miss you all.
Blink.
Yes, very much.
There was one.
So we're actually gonna go buy me...
Oh, and now we're flipped back the other way? Or are we not? Is this a different escalator? Here, look, you're all welcome. Let's just watch this. Nope, not that one. There we go. Laura, thank you for being here for 18 months. Laura says Zach thinks she edits. How sweet. Well, there's got to be some editing going on. I mean, all of these clips are going together. That was fun. I'm sorry if that made anyone nauseous. It kind of did me. So I just had to... I just had to look at my keys. It's fine. Okay, anyway, what were we saying?
Miss you all.
Yes. Very much. So we're actually gonna go buy me a new phone. I'm gonna give this one, my Pro Max 14, to Salah.
Salah had a phone already. What's happening with Salah's phone? Why do these people buy so many phones? I feel like Foodie's bought like 4 phones in the last 2 years. I don't think that's far off either. That's not like hyperbolic. Because, okay, the other thing to remember, I guess for me, and the numbers of it all. Dove Kitty, thank you so much for being here for 6 months. Dove says, is she having... No, that's just me messing around. I'm sorry, that's my fault. And Ninja Cat, hello, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Thank you for your generosity. Not at all required, but very much appreciated. And I hope you're having a great weekend. Thank you so much. The thing I wanted to remember in the conversation about phones is, wasn't the Apple iPhone 14 Max Pro Ultra Mega 17 camera phone, whatever, wasn't that one like 500 or 599 Kuwaiti dinar? It was in the fives, right? Because everyone was like, oh, it's like 2,000 Canadian or 2,200 Canadian, something like that. Anyway, the Samsung, oh, I guess because she does buy the 22 Ultra, which is the one with the pen, which is half a gen behind the 23. So maybe that's the difference. Anyway, I'm not going to say there's more worth in the phone that she offhands to Salah, but it seems that way for the numbers.
Samsung so bad. I can't do it, guys. Samsung for life.
So you miss Android, right?
Yeah.
Put the eyebrow down, sir. You need to learn, again, as someone who is expressive in their eyebrows, you need to learn when a conversation about someone's interest in operating system of their phone does not warrant a full rock moment. Like, just bring it down a scotch.
Yes.
It's really not that interesting.
Starting.
Why is it so loud? Are we in a plane? This is what taking off in a plane with Foodie sounds like.
It gets so hot here in Kuwait. The summer is approaching.
Why is it so loud?
So there's a lot of malls here, and
Oh my god!
they're very well air conditioned, and for a reason, because people need somewhere to go in the summer, and the malls are it because of the AC.
Is that the AC on in here? Damn. It's relaxing road ASMR. D Martin, you're not wrong. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't clip this part out to put on over on the other channel. But yeah.
Yeah.
The G-forces.
Exactly, baby. The malls here are uncountable.
I'm sorry, both of you need to start wearing your little lapel microphone because I can't hear either of you over the sound of whatever the car taking off is.
Really, mashallah. You know, because it's the hot weather here, so the people prefer to go to a closed area with the AC. It's useful a lot.
Alright, someone's going to need to give Snoopy and Chantel some talking points because they're revisiting the same ones and I'm not amused.
And also people like shopping, walking around, doing sport, even there's...
Why are the windows not tinted? This might have been before the window tinting. Or she was filming at nighttime during that window tint one. I'm convinced that this happened on the same day as that live stream like 3 days ago, 3 or 4 days ago maybe. And she's just kind of behind. It's not even being behind on content. It's that she's really got nothing. She's smashing everything together. Where's my day 3 at the gym? Where's that?
Like arcade games, playing for the kids also.
A lot of
Day 3 of maybe a new highlighter color rather for the outfit of the day. That'd be fun.
speed bumps.
They don't wear seatbelts? No, neither of them do.
It's like,
Are we in the same mall or a different mall? I'm assuming, and maybe I'm assuming too much because I do expect that like each clip is canonically correct, but maybe not.
electronics. It's very quiet.
Uh-huh. How wild to think that she could like return the phone and get that money back and then... Wait, she says that Snoopy bought the Apple. So did Snoopy buy his own gift? No. Wait. What? I'm confused now. $389. Galaxy S23 Ultra. That's not the one she gets. She gets the one next to it. No, that's the 23 as well. That's the S23. She doesn't get that one. She gets the S22 Ultra. Keep going down the line.
Alright, I got my phone, S22 Ultra.
Well, that's neither of those ones, so I don't know how much it was. I mean, I could look it up, but I can't bother.
The green color.
Yes. One of my favorite colors. I'll show you guys in an unboxing when we get home.
Joy!
Inshallah.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome, honey. You deserve it.
No, it's all the boring stuff, Lottie.
And we finish going back home.
Alright, next up we are picking up some fresh fish for Iftar. We're going to bring it home now.
We need to learn to stop filming people.
So this is my Lush haul before we eat.
This looks like a cheese board, I'm not gonna lie.
I'll show you what I got.
Does it not? Look, there's a nice piece of like Compty here. This is a mega-sized Baby Bell. Some like wok that has probably like seen better days. Some crumbled feta or something with some herbs and stuff, and then I don't know, hummus. It's just missing crackers, you know.
This is an overview. The BB seaweed mask is in the fridge, and I ended up getting the new shampoo bar, and they give you a lot of samples at Lush. Like I said, if you ever want to try anything, just go in and ask. They will more than likely give you a generous sample.
Making you hungry. I mean, I think I probably need lunch as well, to be fair.
That's the Honey I Wash the Kids soap you saw there on the left. This is...
See, Dark Rubber Ducky thought it was cheese as well. We might need lunch, Dark Rubber Ducky.
Dark Angel's face scrub, face wash, face cleanser. And this is Angels on Bare Skin, which I do use quite regularly anyways. And they also gave me a
Hey, Chuck and his ducks, good to see you, mate. Sorry we keep missing you, by the way.
sample of Mask of Magnaminty. It's a minty face mask,
Pirate, it's super fresh.
which is also quite nice. And I decided to get a small jar of the Power Conditioner.
Oh my god, Ida, maybe you're right. Maybe that's the reason she does this higher toned voice, so she doesn't need to clear her throat every 5 minutes. Maybe you're right. Because I know for me, when I talk like up here through my nose, and you guys can hear it, you've heard multiple voices from Pulpy. When I like talk up here in my nose, I often don't have a lot of like congestion down here, but if I go deeper down here and I'm active in my whatever this is, yeah, maybe you're right.
Because I don't want to get a big tub if I do not like it. I'm trying to get a focus here to show you what's in it.
What the
but
fuck does it say? Give me strength, a sweet fusion of hydrating almond oil, fortifying sweet potato. I'll put sweet potato on my hair. Thickening maple syrup to make your hair feel swell. How isn't that swell?
It's like sweet potato, maple syrup,
I don't want to put food on my head. Food goes in the mouth.
and a lot of other things that are supposed to be nutritious for your hair. I'll let you know how it works when I give it a good try. And
If anyone's used that, let me know.
here it is.
It does sound sticky, Leona.
Here's my
Like maple syrup and sweet potato. Like just take those things and put them in the oven. Delicious.
Galaxy S22 Ultra. There wasn't too much of a big difference with specifications between the 22 and the 23.
I'm an Android user and I generally go up every 2 generations. So I had I think it was the Note 20. Was it still a Note series in the 20s? I can't remember. I had the 20 series and then I got the 22 when it came out. I do like the stylus. I never ever use it, but I like having things in my hands that I can just like get my energy out on. So the stylus is really helpful for that. Specifically because if my phone's in my hands and I'm using it as like a fidget, I tend to like spin it and throw it up, and that has resulted in broken screens from time to time. Yeah. So we try not to do that anymore. But a stylus, love that.
So I just opted for the 22 Ultra.
iHeart138. Hello, thank you so much for joining the channel as a member, mate. I appreciate it. Welcome to Popstar. Everybody say hi. iHeart, hello.
And this is it. It's pretty neat, and
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to using the camera. I had to go back to Android. I'm
I'm looking forward to using the camera because of the smoothing filter that's built in.
Android person.
I know how big this phone is, so I have a contextual like understanding of what hands are. So she's holding it there and there. Man, she does not have long fingers. There. Yeah, wow. Okay, cool.
I've tried going to iPhone many times, and I always end up going back to my Samsung. And this one came with a style.
Because the thing is, I have relatively deep, like, there you go. That's the size of my hand. That gives you context, right? That's the size of my hand. So for me, the phone, if I sit it in the very, like, I have to put the top knuckle of my, like, middle finger over the top of it. The phone won't sit in my hand. It's slightly bigger. Like, that's a big phone for a not big hand. But whatever.
Stylus with a pen, just like
She's normally got it on a tripod or holding it sideways anyway to film, so it doesn't matter.
the Note. It's really interesting. I guess I'll see how I like it. Alright, bismillah. Here is our iftar dinner for
Ooh, this looks nice.
tonight. This fish place is
I keep feeling as if I've been lied to, expecting all of these cooking streams to come out of nowhere, but c'est la vie.
amazing. It's fresh fish because we live right off the Gulf Coast here. So they give you some salad, some fresh veggies.
That salad does not look good. I would like some more lettuce with that salad.
And this is Salah's fish, lemon.
That looks good.
Fish with fried eggplant rice and some dakus tomato sauce, mabu chopped peppers, and this is my singari. It's a flayed fish with vegetables and it's grilled. It's
Interesting.
so delicious. And you get tahini and tahina and some
Again, no one tell her about the sesame seeds.
rice and of course fresh bread. And they gave us some free diet sodas.
Oh,
So let's
Okay.
dig in.
that's a lot of rice.
So minus all the bones,
I'm assuming, perhaps this is ignorant of me, but I'm assuming 2 fish plus rice. I don't know. I feel like more than 2 people could eat that. Could I eat an entire fish to myself? Absolutely, yes. Would it be better to share it with salad and rice and sides and bread and all of that stuff? Yeah, I think that's probably more than 2 people's worth of work.
pretty much all of the fish. I hate picking up the bones. And I'm leaving this much rice. They give you so
Like thinking that one portion of like salmon is like a 150 to 200 gram salmon fillet, you know, like a whole fish is a whole fish. It's a whole fish.
much.
Yeah, I think I'd prefer Snoopy's fish as well as Nate. I like the idea of like an open fish filled with vegetables that is then what looks like grilled. I think that's like interesting. But like if a fish is gonna come to me with bones still in it, I'd prefer it still to look like a fish because then I know where to pick around, you know? Anyway, talking a lot about fish.
The bread we didn't eat will be frozen for suhoor sometime. And yes, I've finished my vegetable tray. It's so good.
I don't need to see this. Also, I have a weird fascination. It's not even a fascination. It's just during this stream, looking for Foodie's fingernails. Like, I don't know why I'm doing this.
With the lemon sprinkled on top. Yum.
I don't need to see your clean plate. You're not a toddler, and I'm just here to watch a good time. Jeez Louise.
Alright guys, this vlog has come to an end.
A minute worth of this.
We
Okay.
appreciate your viewership always, and we thank you so much for watching, and we hope you enjoyed. Please leave us a comment, a like, and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell. Please check the description below for all of our other channels and social media links. What you are seeing here is a little snippet from our new relaxing ASMR channel. We do
Oh look, we're driving past the Burger King, Subway, and Pizza Hut again.
relaxing videos and ASMR videos.
This is that same road we got on the pre-gym vlog. Because that's where she went to have the pre-gym Burger King.
It is new, so we don't have much up on there yet,
I feel like I'm really getting to know Kuwait City based on Chantel's driving nonsense.
but we do have a 24-minute driving through Kuwait video that
We do! And we are going... I'm gonna... Look. I don't want to threaten anyone. But I feel as if I want to just watch a little bit of that ridiculous driving vlog. Not even vlog, just driving
We
content.
find to
ASMR,
be
whatever.
very relaxing. If you like that kind of
I mean, no.
thing, driving videos, we will also do some narration story
I just want to check in.
times. We'll also do some beach ASMR and so on and so
Raise your hand if you've watched that driving ASMR. Who's watched it? Who's watched the whole thing?
forth. So please check those out if you feel so inclined. And again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Okay, bye. Only with Bone Train? Shannon, sure. We can watch it with Bone Train. Oh no, my mouse has died. Oh, please hold. I just want to see what it's like, because I watched the first like minute to 2 minutes in the hope that there would be something interesting. 5 minutes? You'll give me 5 minutes? I don't want to watch the whole thing, not at all. Also, I'm just gonna look. She said there was a story time in here somewhere. So maybe it's not worth watching. Hold on, let me just skip around. I'll see if there's something. No, we're not gonna watch that. We're not watching that. That's terrible. That's so bad. Nothing interesting. Would you listen to those relaxing sounds? So relaxing. Alright, chat. Well, we're done with Foodie, so I understand not everybody's here for Ambi. I get it. If you'd like to hit the like button on the way out, I'd really appreciate it. Or if you're saying, if you'd like to hit the like button, I'd appreciate that as well. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a fabulous weekend, and I will see you, no doubt, later in the week. We're going to boop on over to Ambi now. And her latest upload entitled Big Grocery Haul Jealousy in My Relationship and Bad Allergic Reaction. I was truly kind of hoping that we'd catch the Q&A as it was happening, but maybe not. Maybe Chantel's still sleeping. I don't know. Who knows? Mama Bear, thank you so much for the super chat. Mama Bear says, while watching Picture, Foodie and Snoopy writing in silence. Okay, I have a theory about that though, Mama Bear. I actually don't think Foodie's in the car. I think that Snoopy's recording. Actually, someone might be able to figure out whether or not the ASMR videos are being recorded on iPhone or Android. You could probably look at the camera work for that. Anyway, I have a theory that it's being recorded on the iPhone, that Snoopy's just recording him driving around Kuwait, and that's it. And Foodie's not even in the car. Foodie's just stuck at home. Probably locked in. That's my theory, but who am I? Tinfoil berets back there. Alright, let's get started on Ambi. Let's go. We'll watch this at 1.25 times speed because it's 14 minutes and I have zero patience. Good night, everyone who's gone to bed. Good night. It's time for Ambi.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So I think we're out of my poop bun era because I've been wearing my hair in like a ponytail for days now. This stringy, ponytail moment. Which
I'm not laughing at her hair, but I'm laughing at this. Hold on. I knew there was something right at the start that I wanted to do this with.
is now this stringy,
Here it comes.
ponytail moment.
Oh, it's great. Can we do it one more time?
Ponytail moment.
Uh-huh. It's so stupid. Oh, she entertains me greatly. I don't know why. Just her nonsense. It's good. It's good.
Which is fine. Embrace the pony. This is how I wore my hair every day in college. It was like this high Ariana Grande situation. And that was before Ariana Grande was even a thing.
You heard it here first, everyone. ALR invented the high pony.
You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying.
So hello though.
Hello.
How are you?
What's that in your hinge back there? What's that? What's this? Is that a zip tie holding the hinge together? Or like, what's that? Do you all see that? What's that? That doesn't look like a regular door hinge, does it? Is that me? Just me? Maybe it's just me. Oh, a doorstop? What? That's a doorstop? How's a doorstop get up there? Wait, hold on a minute. How have I been living with... I just have, like, a wedge of wood that goes under the door. That's a door stopper? It's a hinge pin. It's a doorstop. Someone enlighten me how this doorstop works. Why is the door stopped? I mean, why is it closed? Isn't that how she gets out? Oh, does it stop it from, like, flinging back and hitting the wall? Is that what you're talking about? Right. Okay, now I get you. Oh. I learn something new every day. Look at that.
Guys, today, I'm just putting in some earrings.
To keep it from hitting the door. Wow! Man, I find some interesting stuff in this nonsense.
I love these earrings with this dress.
I never even thought of that. What a great idea. Who invented that?
Particular, and this dress has pockets. We love a dress.
Oh, also, the birds say hi, everyone. Say hi, birds. Hi, Babs. I think we've got minor birds out there today. Hello.
Pockets. Don't we, queen and kings? Yes, we do. But hello, welcome to a new vlog.
They're very squawky.
Okay, guys. So in yesterday's video, a subscriber sent me this beautiful rose quartz tree.
Yeah.
So Feline helped me and untangled her because obviously she comes a little tangled, which is okay.
What? Okay, could Ambi not just do that herself? I'm tired. I'm so tired.
But I wanted to...
Feline helped me untangle these wires. Okay.
I'm gonna move this wax melt because we don't really use it. And that's gonna be her little home.
You may call that nitpicky, but like that just sounds like, could we do something for ourselves? That'd be nice.
For now.
Damn it, Lottie.
Cute. So thank you for posting me some.
I'll turn her up. She's quiet. Okay, sorry. I'll make her loud for you.
That.
There
Y'all,
you go.
I promise, I'm not that much of a messy eater.
Ugh.
My poor dress. So I'm watching the new episode of Grey's Anatomy, just, you know, eating my lunch.
Uh-huh. God. Ambi's pissed at lunch.
Next thing you know, I look down, and my shirt said, you know what? I was hungry.
I think you just dropped food on yourself, Mary. It's not that big of a deal.
Now I have to change my dress. Does that happen to anyone else? Like, your boobs get hungry, your clothing gets hungry?
That looks like the smallest, most inconvenient stain in the history of mankind. Just take a wet towel or something.
Like, girl, if I wanted...
Ooh, do you all have those really fun... It's like a yellow soap, the stain remover soap. God, I love them. They're so good.
The chair, I would share, okay? Oh, I think I'm gonna wear this in right here.
Okay.
It's been a minute. In my opinion, this dress...
You hate this part I'm about. I'm sorry.
It's a little iconic. Does anyone want to buy it for $1,000?
No. Do you need $1,000? I don't want that dress for $1,000. No, thank you.
I'm about to put it on.
Oh, goody.
I think she's such a cute dress. She's just a little triggering, little trauma-based.
Okay, before we get into it, she inserts a clip here, but this is the top where she walked around the outside of the backyard of the old house around the trees. This was the walking top, shirt, dress situation style of moment. Okay. Oh, wait.
My breathing is really bad today.
Oh, and now she's put comments. Okay, funnily enough, this says 3 years ago, which I'm assuming is the correct timeline for how long ago it was posted. 2019, before she moved out. Ambi, I don't know how many times I can tell you this, and you will never watch this, and that's okay, because you exist in a different reality to me. But for anyone out there who is putting themselves out there in a situation where they may be criticized or may be offered commentary, and haven't built the barrier to be able to just, like, let that wash off, don't do this. Don't go back into your comment section from 3 years ago looking around for stuff like this. It's not smart. I don't think it's healthy. I know I'm no one. Don't listen to me. I don't think it's healthy. I think it's I think she's trying to make a point, but I also think there's a lot of discussion to be had about confirmation bias and all of that. I just don't understand why you would freely admit sitting here being like, being in the comment section, seeing nasty like commentary, seeing people say hurtful things about me is not good for me. It's not good for my mental health. And then willfully dive into all of that for some reason. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Anyways, I'm gonna go keep watching Grey's Anatomy. I'm actually watching it.
And again, those screenshots also 3 years ago, which means she went back, like, when she made this video to put that clip in and to pull the comments. Why?
On my laptop, which I have with me. I bring my laptop everywhere.
Oh, Lottie, that would be fun. Lottie says, you know what would be fun? Ambi recreating all of her exercise videos. I'd be here for that. Let's go for a walk. Let's take Twinkie for a walk.
It's always up.
Why doesn't Ambi go down to the dog park with Twinkie? I'm sure there's a dog park close by to her, right? Walk Twinkie to the dog park, let Twinkie like experience the outside. And I know she'll counter and say, oh well, Feline takes Twinkie for a dog walk, or I take Twinkie for a dog walk and y'all just don't see it. We need to leave this house. We need to leave this apartment. Like, Ambi needs to take us outside. It's been so long. I don't even know how long it has been. I think the last clip we saw was when she fell and hurt her ankle. Right? I think that was the last outside like piece of content we got.
My headphones in. Oh, I'm a mess. Hello.
Yeah, take us out on the patio, whatever.
Oh, welcome to the next day. So you guys are staring at my ceiling. I'm gonna explain why.
Slowly, no doubt.
I'm allergic to cats.
Oh my god, Chicken Pickle, hi. Lovely to see you today.
And I have 2
Hello.
cats.
I was watching a piece of content of yours, Chicken Pickle. Yesterday? Day before. Was it? It was something.
And normally, we are all able to function together as a family. I'm normally okay. I'm normally fine. The cats do sleep in my bedroom with me, but I have my bedroom door open all night, so they're free to do what they want.
Oh, it was the from Introduction to Marriage, the like 3 months of Foodie and Snoopy. That was the one I was watching.
Normally, Wasabi will sleep on the foot of the bed, so will Rarity, or they'll sleep like on the floor next to the bed. But Wasabi slept on my chest the whole night.
Oh, Les, hello, good to see you. Hope study goes well.
And I want to show you what happened because of that. My eye looks like this.
Oh,
So,
no.
massive allergic reaction. I'm hoping in a couple hours it'll lessen up. This has happened multiple times before. I'm not coming for him. I love him so much. And I think he just needed mama love.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
And I'm okay with that. I knew I was going to wake up with this. It hurts, but it'll be okay. I just need to stop itching it. So I just wanted to warn you guys. This is what happened when your eye itches because you're allergic to your cats. You're allergic to your children, basically.
Can't you take something for this? I'm so sure. No, and whatever.
And you itch it over and over. Like a damn loser. It's like you'd think I would have learned, but nope.
Ooh, what might be a good idea for Ambi if that's a frustration? I don't know, maybe like an eye mask thing to go to bed so that way the hair doesn't get on her face and she doesn't scratch it. That seems like a good idea.
Anyways, I'm gonna go. I'm actually about to go to the grocery store looking like this, so.
Oh, eye drops? Oh, yeah, of course.
Yay me.
That would make sense.
Such a shame, such a shame. All right, you guys, it is time for a massive haul.
Right.
So
I don't think she tells us she went shopping in this. I don't think she went shopping. I think this was probably delivered.
So let's get into it. First things first, we need some
Charmin Ultra Strong. Oh, look, it's a bear. Cleans better so you can use less. Okie dokie.
toilet paper. So got
Oh, it's toilet paper. I thought it was paper towel because it's quite large.
some of that.
Okay.
We got a thing of milk. I was just gonna get half gallon, but they didn't have it, so I had to get the bigger one.
Right.
We got some bananas.
Uh-huh.
A thing of lemons because I want to have lemon water. Some mint
Okay.
for some mint.
I get loose lemons because I don't like using additional packaging and plasticking. Plasticking? Yes, plasticking. And those like synthetic nets that your citrus and stuff comes in, if they end up in waterways in the ocean, can really easily choke fish, turtles, and all types of marine life. So much like the old like 6-pack like plastic ring sets that get caught around birds' necks and chokes them, make sure you like cut up your packaging before you throw it in the bin, or choose to purchase things without packaging. And reusable bags. Why doesn't she use reusable bags? It's because this probably got delivered. Anyway, not important, but just me on my environmental soapbox.
Into lemon water. By the way, my eye is already like drastically better, so it looks kind of rough.
Save the turtles, exactly. Pack, hello, good to see you. I just saw you. Yeah, okay. Noted. It's not paper towel, it's definitely poop roll. Got it.
Some raspberries, and the smallest cucumbers I have ever seen in my actual life. They are so
They're cukes. Yep. They are tiny.
So I got some rice cakes. This is probably like the healthiest version of a chip you can.
Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to take note of. In the piece of recorded content before this, she actually gave a breakdown of her diet. I'm interested to see whether or not she's going to do an eat with me in the day, or what I eat in a day, or eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner with me, whatever. I'd really actually like to see that, to see whether or not it's in line with the macros and the guidance, I guess, of her dietitian's suggestion for assuming weight loss is the goal on that diet. The sub 2,500 calories.
Find. It's literally.
It's more like 2,100, but whatever.
Just rice cakes. It has 5 grams of whole grains. Very, very low calorie. I got caramel. Actually got 2 caramels.
Quaker, let me have a look. Quaker rice cake caramel. Caramel corn? Sure, let's have a look. Quaker oats. Gluten-free, 5 grams of whole grain, 50 calories per serving. That's great. Nutritional info. This time I will look at the per serve, not the per 100 grams like I did on the thing. 1 cake is 13 grams, so 1 serve is 4. Approximately 4 cakes. 25 milligrams of sodium. Total carbohydrates, 11 grams. Total sugars, 3 grams, assuming those sugars are from the caramel flavoring. And that was kind of the point I wanted to make on that. Rice cakes, amazing little snacky doos. Like, they're great. You can crumble them up, add texture to dishes, put them on whatever, eat them whole. It's great. The ones that have flavorings tend to have, obviously, higher macros. And I was concerned that this caramel one would have additional sugar. 3 grams. What is 3 grams in the great scheme of things? Nothing, but if you are on a strict macro-focused diet, 3 grams per serve of additional carbohydrates may throw you out of your, what's she on? 200 grams of carbs. She doesn't need to worry. She's not doing keto. It's not important. Just a note.
Because I have a massive sweet tooth. And then for like lunches or a snack, I got these.
Any protein? No, I don't think so. Less than 1 gram. So no protein. 0 proteins. But she's only got 100 proteins to reach. She can literally just drink 2 Premier protein or 2 protein shakes. That's 60 grams. And then like 2 chicken breasts, or the equivalent of 2 chicken breasts. And she's pretty much there for 100 grams. So, I mean, that being said, we are talking about Ambi. She does not have a protein-rich diet. Eggs and bacon, I mean, there's heaps of protein in that. A little bit in cheese, meats and stuff that she cooks. So there's that. But I feel quite gaslit when it comes to Ambi and her diet, because I feel like we haven't actually seen a what I eat in a day in a really long time. So I feel like my memories are getting skewed, because it's like the broccoli and the turkey mince bowl that we had not long ago. And then like when she was trying to like tell us what a binge was, and it was like a small cheeseburger meal from wherever the hell, you know. I would actually, a really interesting piece of content that Ambi could put out now would be what I eat in a day or what I eat in a week. And I would be here for that. I would be really interested in watching that. She would never, though.
Already, like,
she's not going to give people what they want. Come on.
Pre-bagged servings, because I don't trust myself to have like a massive bag and then take out a serving.
Me neither, but I would choose just not to have these things in the house, because I will eat all of those portions.
So if I don't trust myself somewhere, or
1 portion is 1 bag. That's what it is. Self-control, we don't really know her. So, you know, the way to work around the lack of self-control is to not put the things in the house.
or if it's like a trigger, then I need to work around it, figure out substitutes. So I used to use this flat out bread all the time, but I never
Lottie, wow.
I had this one. This is a plant-based protein one. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna give that a go. For one of these is only 90.
Oh yeah, Christy, Queensland, I think Queensland did it in 2021. No, like banned single-use plastics And even the grocery stores, they have reusable plastics that you can purchase for bags, but they also have like brown paper bags have made a comeback. And I'm just a big proponent for like utilizing your tote bags because tote bags are cute.
8 calories and 10 protein, so that's pretty great. So Feline really likes these cauliflower crust pepperoni pizza life cuisine thingies.
Okie dokie, 18 grams of something, probably protein.
So I got 3 of them.
Uh-huh. Are they for you or for Feline?
My hair. I do want to try one, so I'm interested because she says they're like really good. So
Okay.
I'm excited to try it.
Great.
So I got some Atkins, which is good if you're doing like low carb, whatever it may be. These remind me of M&Ms.
Chocolate peanut candies. What the hell is this? Atkins chocolate peanut candies. There it is. What does this look like? 3 grams of protein, blank grams of sugar. Okay, well that says 1 net carb. And 1 gram of fiber. There you go. 130 calories per serve. What is a serve? Tell me what a serve is. 5 1.2 ounce packets. So 1 serve is 34 grams. That's not a lot of grams for candy. Oh well. Lady Lithium, thank you for being here for 10 months. I appreciate it. Lady Lithium says, good morning, Zach and chat. Hope everyone is well. I'm well. Hope you're all well. And fabulous to see you, Lady Lithium. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're very well. Oh, we've got a Q&A. Oh, we've got a Q&A. Do we want to jump into it? We can jump into it. Chicken says the problem is she buys all the stuff knowing she can't control herself and she'll eat the entire box in one sitting. Yeah, I feel like that's what drew me to Amber and Chantel in the beginning is their troubled relationship with food because I can relate. I can't imagine being like really focused and driven and saying I want to do that. I want to be successful in this diet. What behaviors and practices can I put in place to be successful in this diet? Guess what? I can't have like flour and sugar and those 2 prime ingredients. I can't have them in the house when I'm on a strict cut or strict diet because otherwise I'll sit there at 2 o'clock in the morning and think it's a good idea to bake cake. like baking's a fabulous skill. It is nefarious if you're like me and really enjoy cake, but are trying to be, strict with yourself, I suppose. Anyway, the Q and lie. Do you all want to boop over to the Q and lie? We can do that. All right, hold on. Let me bring it up. We'll just put a pause in Ambi for now. What's this called? Answering Your Questions Part 1. Very good. Let's roll it up. Everybody, make sure you get your beverages. How am I? Oh, I've got enough time. 18 minutes. 18 minutes of this. My biggest regret. Okay, well let me fix some stuff. I gotta fix some stuff first. Hold the phone, everybody. I discuss Q&As. Q&As. Empty food. Answering Your Questions Part 1. Great. Alright, well. Let's add this in here. Sorry, everybody. Just needing to do a little bit of... Why is everything in caps? Answering Your Questions. PT1. Great. Alright. Speed her up and let's hear her lie to us. I mean, we can, yeah. Yep. Oh, really, Beautiful? Does that work? I found a lot of success in intermittent fasting, so I do 16-8. That really works for me. And doing like 11 or 12 to kick off, and then like 7 or 8, which really works for me in the realm of streaming as well, because my streams often are like 8:30, 9 o'clock for me. So it means that I can keep... Because honestly, like I'm a massive boredom eater as well. So if I've got things to do, I don't want to like put things in my face. Do you know what I mean? I feel you. Okay, great. Cool. Well, I guess we're gonna get started. Do you want to get started? I'll get started. That's fine. Let's do 1.25 just to see. I know she's gonna talk slow. We'll see. Ah! Who's this? Who's this person here? Who's this? I don't know her. Who's this? Who's this lady? Who's this? She's so loud.
Hi guys.
No, she's not.
I
Great.
miss you guys so bad.
That's
It's been a
fine.
little while. So I did post
It's fine.
a few days ago on my community.
Do you think Snoopy's here? Hi, Snoopy. We're back on... Well, we are back on the Samsung, but I feel like we've got Have we got blush on today? I don't know. I like this lipstick color. And this was my favorite abaya. I really do like the embroidery around all of it. It looks hot though. Like I was saying, embroidery means additional weight to a garment, and it feels like this would be quite warm.
Community tab area.
The lighting's weird. I don't think it's a ring light. I actually think it's a different light shining directly in her face, because usually with a ring light you can see the ring in the reflection of the eye. So in mine, you wouldn't be able to see that. You'd be able to see a box light. You can see like a little square in my eye from that light that's right above the camera up there. Yeah, anyway.
That I wanted to do a Q&A, just give you guys a chance to ask me some questions. And so I thought I would do that today. Okay, so the order I'm going to answer these is just, I'm looking at the top comments first.
Just starting at the top this time. Why would you not go through the questions first and pull them out and formulate an answer? Liza Minnelli.
I don't want to answer a question. I will just pass it. Unfortunately, I'll skip it, I should say. All right, I'm going to pause here for a minute because I want to explain that I know I posted on my community tab that this would be a candid Q&A, meaning I would open up a bit more, which is what you guys are used to me doing. However...
Is it called candid because cans open? Huh.
While I was editing, I realized that there's some things I just really am not comfortable talking about. So I really want to keep a lot of privacy for myself. So
Okay, cool. I mean, yeah, sure. I wish you'd have had that energy back when you used to flash all of us on camera.
I'm going to answer...
I'm grateful for it now, to be fair.
More...
Not the flashing, I mean the candidness.
General questions, things that I'm, in general, I guess, just comfortable answering. So if I omitted your question, I apologize. I thank you for asking it, but there are some things I'm going to keep to myself.
Great. That's good. I encourage this.
For my own good, my own mental health and well-being. Thanks for understanding, guys.
What'll be interesting here, I wonder if we could guess the answers to the questions, because this is fresh, right? Like, no one's seen it yet. So, well, I mean, some of you have probably skipped ahead, but... and those of you on the rewatch, hi. I wonder if we can guess the answers to the questions.
It's just that it might be too personal, or I just don't want to answer it. But there's a lot of things that I want to keep private in my private life. Something I know that you guys are
Hey, Puppy Zoo, yes,
still not really used to. But
so stop yelling into the microphone, please.
Maybe someday you will be. I'm still getting used to it too. You know, I have a motor mouth. I'm open book, you guys know. So just a note also, whatever questions I don't get around to, I will do this in a series. So you can...
Can't wait. This is going to be a weekly series. Q&As with Chantal Marie. Boy, howdy, I can't wait.
You can go ask questions if you want. The post will still be up, but I'll do a little series of it. So if I don't get around to your question in this one...
You know what would be really easy for her? And I understand engaging with the audience is really, like, the fun part of the whole, like, social media thing. It would be great, like, if she were a little more prepared, she could just go online and look at, like, a list of, like, popular or topical Q&As that people might ask, because I feel like she thinks she's got a new audience, and that might be true. She might have like 20 new people supporting her, but like we're all still here. So we've seen this. I mean, we know what's happening. Hey Thickums, good to see you. Happy weekend.
It might be in the next one, okay? So Taliu asked, would you ever...
Hello, Taliu. Taliu asked, would you ever take classes to prepare for a different line of work? She's gonna say, yeah, I totally would. You know, I don't think I have anything, you know, specifically on the mind that I would love to study, but I did back in the day. Those of you who don't know, I did go to college and I did study a year, whatever, as an English major. Before that, I did sit the LSAT or her equivalent or whatever. Was really interested in law. So maybe in the future I might look at, you know, a profession in law or a class in law or in English, because I really love to write. I'm a storyteller, don't you know? I do love to tell stories, so it's going to be one of those two.
Or take classes to prepare for a different line of work. Oh my gosh, I've been...
The accuracy chicken pickle, don't spoil it.
Out of a real, like, I guess a real job, you know, a conventional job, since 2000...
Yeah, when I worked in a medical administrative profession, we know.
Maybe 16 or 17?
Whew.
And, I don't even know, like, how that would be.
This is going to go straight into how great Snoopy is at providing for her and his exciting business opportunities. Possibly. I'm still waiting for the MLM arc.
Would I be opposed to going back to school, though, and learning, like, a new skill or something like that? No, I wouldn't be. At the point I'm in...
She's going to go into carpentry. She built a bed at Katimovik. You're right.
In my life right now, I feel like I have so much to take care of. And I know...
But she had to build that out of logs all through the night, don't you know?
It might sound like for people who don't really believe in God or anything like that. I believe in destiny, you know, through God. And I think that he has a plan mapped out for me. And I think me not being in a traditional job right now, I couldn't handle. You know, I think that I have the ability to...
Okay, this is not going where I thought the question was going.
Do something that I love and that I can just kind of still have the time to focus on my well-being. I feel really blessed for that, but I feel also like...
Can you answer the question, please?
Like, I need it. Like, it's not like, I feel like all of this time that I don't have spent...
Everybody, welcome to Gasbaggery. Welcome to the salad buffet.
On a normal job.
Sorry, the word salad buffet, that's what that reference is.
Say normal for lack of a better term. Any way you earn money to me and any way that you pay your bills or support yourself is...
Talia, I know you're here. Is this answering the question?
It's a job, in my opinion. And it takes all kinds of people to do all kinds of jobs to make the world go around, right? So, but learning new things and everything, if I'm at a place in the future where I'm super healthy and I'm just in a really good place.
This is answering the question for you, Talia. Okay, that's good. I'm glad that Chantal is answering your very specific, direct question. With all of this, I have faith that what I'm doing is the best for me right now, and I'm working on myself, and I am privileged to be doing this nonsense on YouTube. I'm glad. I'm very glad.
Maybe, you never know. Inshallah. Like, it could happen. Thank you for the question.
That did not answer the question! Oh my god, the question was about you taking classes about studying for something to do in the future. Not about what you're doing right now and how you're making an income and you having the privilege of being able to sit here and do nothing. What the hell? I tell you, I'd be mad. You asked a question and she did not answer.
Fire Mistake asks, do you have a certain amount of calories you're aiming for daily, or are you just playing it by feel for now?
Oh, I'll answer this one. She's not counting calories. She may have a general idea of how to count calories. She's absolutely not doing that whatsoever. There have been times in the past where she's sat there and been like, let me look at the back of this like candy bar and tell you all about the calories, and as if any of that mattered. No. I think she's probably going to argue and say that she's minimizing takeout, specifically what she deems unhealthy takeout. Subway's still fine. She might go on a little bit of a conversation. I don't think she'll mention Whole Foods only, but she'll definitely talk about she's still eating out, but it's so much healthier over here, you guys, and I'm not touching the bad takeout.
Yeah, I don't count calories or anything like that. I don't even weigh myself. My gym doesn't have a scale.
Chicken Pickle says you could ask her name and she would give you a 5-minute dissertation. I mean, not a dissertation. She would walk around the topic for 5 minutes and then forget the question. Which, to be fair, relatable, but...
And we haven't purchased one yet. So I'm just starting small. For me, that's...
Hold on, what did you say?
Haven't purchased one yet. I don't count calories or anything like that. I don't even weigh myself. My gym doesn't have a scale, and we haven't purchased one yet. So I'm just starting small.
Gym doesn't have a scale. That's interesting.
For me,
that's really interesting.
That's usually how I do it, through like a process of elimination, I guess. So I just right now I'm starting by not drinking soda and not eating fast food and going to the gym.
Right.
I've been going at least 5 times a week. Is what I'm.
I will call shenanigans on all of that. You may be going to the building 5 days a week. Are you working? You're telling me you're working out 5 days a week. Okay, get it, girl. Keep that mobility.
I'm aiming for. And just because I'm so busy with, like, we have 3 channels to manage.
Lies. I smell a lie. I smell a stunt. I smell a lie.
Now, and just, like, between everything else, like, you know.
Do you know why I smell a lie? Because I can tell you right now, regardless of whether or not you are deadlifting, regardless of whether or not you're just doing step-ups or you're doing a leg press, whatever. Foodie's exertion of energy, this much. Foodie's vlog of going to the gym, this much. Do you know what happens when you exert this much effort and energy? When you're used to exerting this much? Pain. Not like excruciating pain, but you will wake up the next day and feel as if you have been working out. You'll feel it in your legs, you'll feel it in your arms, you'll feel it in your core and your shoulders and your joints and your muscles, and your body will be like, what did you do yesterday? Because I am having to now go through a healing process. So I'm ouchy. Why are you doing this to me? That's my internal monologue of my body when I wake up in the morning after doing like legs, for instance, and being unable to sit down. I'm not convinced that after what Chantal showed us, or the way that she talks about her 5 days a week at the gym, I'm not convinced that if that were the case, she would be waking up in pain. She would be waking up sore. She would be waking up feeling as if she had worked out. And knowing Chantal for as long as we've watched her, I don't feel like Chantal's this type of individual to be able to work through that. Like, she's not stretching before she works out. And she's probably not cooling down after a workout. And she's probably not, eating a whole heap of protein overnight to be able to repair all of that tearing and all of that. So, no, 5 days a week, I'm not convinced. If it is 5 days a week, I'm not convinced at the level of energy that she describes in her workouts. But who am I? No one. Whatever.
Family, Ramadan, prayer, just cooking, cleaning, just everyday life stuff that
Chicken pickle vary that, yes.
I find on a normal day overwhelming. It's like I'm getting used to juggling so many things in my life now that I didn't when I was in...
Oh yeah, Dietary. Like, after a big leg day, just sitting down is an entire, like, let me figure out a way to slide into this without bending my knees. Sadie, thank you for the super chat. Sadie said, I'd go to gym 5 days a week too if it had good aircon. That's true. I didn't even think about that. Most gyms would. Some of them don't. Some of them just have giant fans, I guess. But I'm assuming in Kuwait, Chantal said everything's air conditioned. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just not convinced. I'm not convinced at the level of anything gym-wise until I see some type of schedule, some type of program. Like, she's not convincing me by saying she does 20 minutes of cardio and all of the machines. She's not convincing me of anything there. Mm-mm. Thank you for the super chat.
Canada, I was just, neglecting life and everything and just in a really darker place.
100% bloody, yeah.
So now that I'm trying to do all of...
Like, and muscle soreness is literally a thing that everybody will feel. Everybody will feel. Even if you're someone who does like 10,000 steps a day, if you do 20,000 steps a day, if you do 15,000 steps a day, out of the ordinary, even walking, you will feel the repercussions the next day. No one is like absolved of like muscle or joint soreness after doing something out of the ordinary. And we all know that Chantal's level of burnt energy is pretty low. So I'm not convinced that she's all of a sudden just tapped into, the life of a gym goer and suddenly she's not experiencing any soreness, anything.
These things, juggle all of these things.
Oh my god, Jen, hi.
I find that if I had to add in counting calories and all this and that, it would just be kind of overwhelming for me and I'd probably give up. I know myself by now after many, many failed attempts at weight loss.
She really is doing all of these. So the little link up there is the suggestions to other videos. She's putting the most into all of this. Sorry, I'm talking over her because I've got a lot to say. It's me.
To do all of these things, juggle all of these things. I find that if I had to add in counting calories and all this and that, it would just be kind of overwhelming for me and I'd probably give up. I know myself by now after many, many failed attempts at weight loss. So I'm just taking it easy for now. And once I...
And he says, I believe Snoopy's dropping her at the gym 5 times a week while he goes and lifts the weights at the men's gym. Just uses it as a time to sneaky. Maybe. I'm not convinced until I see a program, or until I see at least day 3 of the gym going and am able to formulate what is actually happening here.
Get the hang of things, then I can try to add in those kind of things, keeping track. But I generally just kind of stick to whole foods.
Damn it, I said she wouldn't mention Whole Foods, and there she is literally saying it. Maybe I don't know anything about the Chantal verse.
And portion controlling as much as I can. Like you see us ordering out those big plates of rice.
Cherry, thank you so much for being here for 5 months, mate. I appreciate it. Cherry says, just got here, the actual rain I hear, or ASMR? Oh, that would be the ASMR that I was running in the background. That's the sound of a car.
Well, I don't think the rice itself is what's bad. I think it's how much you eat of it. Because if you look at many nations, many countries, many populations, whatever you want to say, Some people, some people eat rice 3 times a day in some countries. So it's just they don't have obesity problems. It depends on your activity level. It depends on what else you're eating. It depends on how much you're eating, in my opinion. So
if we want to talk about weight loss, we can talk about a calorie deficit. How we get there, whatever works for you, gal. Talk to a healthcare professional, organize a plan, see yourself through.
I'm just trying to be more mindful of what I'm putting in my mouth. But not so calculated. I hope that makes sense. Thank you for your question. Okay, Molly Stewart asked...
That was a very long-winded answer to no, I'm not counting calories. Molly Stewart has asked, how did you start going bald? My sister is experiencing the same issues, and I want to know if you had any indication from a doctor or anything when you noticed it started to thin. This will have a lot to do with the conversation about the cysts and the PCOS and hormone levels, and the fact that Chantal decided to stop taking estrogen and all of that stuff. That's the reality that we lived through on the YouTube content from Foodie's perspective. Like, I'm not putting any of those words in anyone's mouth. That's all what Chantal has showed us. So I'll be interested to see her response.
How did you start going bald? My sister's experiencing the same issues. I wanted to know if you had any indications from a doctor or anything.
That's true, Lottie.
When you noticed it starting to thin. Oh boy. I saw an endocrinologist a long time ago, and they suspected hormonal imbalance. It was so long ago that I don't even remember what they said to me, honestly. I should have kept notes, but you know how I'm not organized, especially with health.
Should have followed up with your healthcare professionals, but Jesus.
Things. Inshallah, that will change. But I don't know. I just noticed maybe in like 2010.
What did she say? And what was it?
I saw an endocrinologist.
An endocrinologist. What's that? That sounds like you're indoctrinating someone. Endocrinologist. I didn't want to, make a fool of myself thinking that wasn't a word. Oh, did she mean endocrinologist? She did, didn't she? Not an endocrinologist? Okay, she's not using the right word there. I thought so. Okie dokie. That's not what that word is. No, indoctrinating and endocrinologizing. There you go. 2 different words. Got it.
A long time ago, and they suspected hormonal imbalance. It was so long ago that I don't even remember what they said to me, honestly.
Well, you didn't remember the title of the doctor, so...
I should have kept...
What is the story?
Notes, but you know how I'm not organized, especially with health things. Inshallah, that will change. But, I don't know. I just noticed maybe in like 2010...
It's not endocrinologist. Yeah, I didn't think so.
My hair started really just getting thinner and thinner. And I noticed somebody made a comment on it, started making comments on it, and it made me insecure about it at the time. And, I think maybe a few years later they came out with that hair powder that I noticed, the kaboki, the hair fibers, and I started using those. Honestly, I think it's a combination of things for me. If I'm being quite honest, what I think is that it's just when I had my hysterectomy, that probably didn't help with the hormonal issues. I think it's a mixture of hormonal issues. Also, being obese, factoring that in with having such a poor diet for so many years of just eating fast food and hardly enough fruits and vegetables and vitamins and minerals.
All of that may be true. I would just...
If you lack nutrition in your body...
No, we're not going to go... I fucking knew it. I should have said it at the start. We were going to talk about malnutrition. No. Look, that may be the case, and I'm not here to talk about anything as if I'm a professional at all, and I'm not here to talk about anyone else outside of Foodie Beauty. We literally saw all of this happen. You can still go back and see old videos pre-hysterectomy. There have been so many conversations about this. It's not through lack of vitamins. It's not through toxins in your liver. It's not because you didn't fast hard enough on the potato diet. No. None of this nonsense.
I don't know how you can expect to have a full growth of hair. Although some people do, mashallah. But I'm not one of those people. Also genetic. A lot of my family members, even female family members, have hair thinning. So yeah, my mom has a little bit thicker hair than me, but her hair is pretty thin as well. So I have been taking steps to improve that. I've been taking daily vitamins, biotin, a B complex vitamin, zinc,
hormones? Is there any conversation about estrogen at all in any of this? Did she follow up with, like, I know that she followed up with doctors post-hysterectomy, and that feels like so long ago, right? I know that from her own mouth, her doctors told her, hey, we're going to prescribe you estrogen. Here's the script. Just get it filled consistently. Take your medicine. It'll help. And then she just stopped. She was on 6 or 7 prescriptions at one point, and then fell off at least 5 or 6 of them. No, 4 or 5 of them, because I'm pretty sure the asthma one she kept up on. I don't know where that storyline, well, not even storyline, where that medical diagnosis ended up. I don't understand who convinced her that taking a multivitamin a day was as good as taking estrogen. Like, that sounds weird. That's weird. And I don't ever think she followed up with any of that stuff. She just kind of let it all fall away and decided that through health and diet, she too could overcome any physical health struggle. Weird.
Vitamin C, a lot of vitamin C, vitamin D.
Sugar bear hair, stop it.
I've also been taking collagen peptides. And the collagen peptides, I notice that already the skin on my body is feeling a lot more firmer in places I was worried about before.
Oh, okay, collagen does not work as a spot treatment. Oh boy.
So I've been taking it for...
Also, additional collagen in your diet, like, will benefit. It will. But it's much like any vitamin, where you're not going to see an instant turnaround. I don't know how long she's been taking the collagen. I think just before she went back to Kuwait. But, like, this is the face of a lying liar who lies, by the way. First of all, I don't care about any of that. If it's working for you, gal, or if you've convinced yourself it's working for you like that, get to it. But let's talk about, like, the reality of taking vitamins as a supplement. It's not instant. Months. And oftentimes, like, won't even notice. I take zinc and magnesium before I go to bed. Now, there's probably a conversation to say, like, oh, it's like it's like the little placebos. Like, it'll knock you out because magnesium's good for better quality sleep. I fully recognize that it will take, like, 3 months at least for that magnesium to, like, regulate in my body and to see some kind of outcome. That's bonkers. But sure, collagen, yes.
I started taking it when I was in Canada, I think. I don't remember.
Chicken pickle.
But I don't know if it's like mind over matter. It might take a little while longer to notice results. But for me, I already noticed results, and I already noticed my hair.
See, Jewel, lovely to see you, and I hope everything's going okay. Jewel has said, I have an endocrinologist after I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer and had thyroidectomy. She needs to fix the hormonal issues. Yeah, well, she needed to stay on top of it post-surgery, 100% down. But she probably has needed to look at that throughout the whole history of her health. She needs to fix the hormonal issues. All that other stuff won't do much. She needs to fix the underlying issues. 100%.
Coming in a bit more. I don't know. I mean, to me, I think, and I did read that the collagen is a good supplement to take, and it actually has been proven to work. There is actually scientific evidence that it does work.
Yeah, and all that scientific evidence will say that it's a minimum of 3 to 6 months before, like, any impact will be seen. Visible impact. Substantial impact.
And when you ingest it through the powder that I use, it actually stays in your skin for up to 2 weeks. So I've been taking it every day with some tea, and I know some sources say that it will be destroyed by the heat, but
you make a very good point. Also, please don't go to Dr. Armchair over here with anything. Just speak to your healthcare professionals. And, like on the backet of every single packet that Foodie's taking for vitamins and nutrients, it will say, please consult your healthcare professional before you take this. So do that!
Actually, it can sustain up to 300 degrees Celsius, and water boils at 100 degrees, apparently, so...
Apparently. That science is still questionable.
This is... So actually, I think it's okay. I've been having it in tea. It's actually flavorless, even if you put it in water, and it dissolves pretty easily. The Hare and the Fox. Hi, Beezer.
That's fair, Annie. Actually, very true. I would like to see the studies, yes. The Hare and the Fox, who is a member, has asked, is it quiet when you sleep, or do you hear any traffic-like stuff? Interesting question. I'm imagining she's going to say, I can hear fans and maybe some traffic from the window in her bedroom.
Is it quiet when you sleep, or do you hear any traffic-like stuff? No,
No, exactly, Jess. She doesn't see a doctor. She reads an Amazon review and looks on the back of the pill packet, and then that's about it.
I don't hear any traffic because we are not on a main road. It's pretty quiet other than if we're in the living room. We can sometimes hear people closing.
Oh, in the neighbors, of course, we hear people in the corridor all the time.
Their doors. We can hear, kids and things like that. You guys have heard in my live streams. But when we're in the bedroom with the door closed, we don't hear anything at all. It's actually very quiet. Thanks for the question, guys. Twice Divorce asked, hi.
Are you planning on taking courses for Arabic? Well, she was at a time Twice Divorced. She was saying that there was a community group, I think at the mosque, where she like showed some driving footage. I think that one, because I think that was the same one she went to. Anyway, she said that yes, there was a community group for taking Arabic, but we haven't actually seen any follow through on that. She might mention that, but someone should really let her know that Duolingo is right there.
Beezer, are you planning on taking courses for Arabic? Inshallah, yeah, I would like to eventually. Salah's just been teaching me, but I find that I learn mostly through everyday conversation, like I said. But I do need to take some courses. They
Duolingo, get on the owl, Mary.
do offer some free courses at some places. So,
she did mention it. Ha.
Again, I've just been so busy on so many other things that I haven't even really had time to think about it. But thanks for reminding me.
Thanks for reminding me, as if. Oh.
Wiki from Hi Beezer asked.
Would say there is room for critics / reactors as long as they aren't hateful. It's your channel / life, so it's fine if you say no, obviously. Where's the question? I used to be what you call a hater, but then I really took notice of how vile some of the hate was and decided to change my ways. Bless. I think there is room for people to not like you, but bullying and interfering in your real life takes it too far. Fair enough. Reasonable question. I don't understand where the comment, I guess. Where's the question? Would you say there is room for critics and reactors as long as they aren't hateful? The be-all, end-all of living your life on YouTube in such a way that is produced and monetized is that audience members will say things because you create content and we are the audience. And reaction, commentary, criticism, clip shows, whatever, all exist within the realm of fair use. When you say as long as they aren't hateful, I mean, that's quite a subjective standpoint, because Foodie likes to think that any type of criticism towards her or her content is hate, when at least I'll only talk about myself. From my perspective, it's just trying to have a laugh and understand the nonsense that I watch on a different plane of existence. And you'll know my approach. Hands off. This exists in a different reality. I'm just watching my stories.
Would you say there's room for critics, reactors, as long as they aren't hateful? It's your channel life, so it's fine if you say no, obviously. I used to be what you would call a hater, but then I really took notice of how vile some of the hate was and decided to change my ways. I think there's room for people to not like you, but bullying and interference in your real life take it too far. And thank you for your question, CM Punk. Thank you for your question, Squeaky from Beezer. Yeah, of course. I don't have a problem with constructive criticism.
It is weird, Savitri. Yeah, I mean, there's possibly a conversation to have about whether or not these accounts are real people, or Chantel's 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 12th, 27th channel. Who knows? I would be inclined to believe that her that anyone who's a member is probably not her, because that seems like a weird kind of choice to make. But who knows? Jen, thank you so much for your generosity, mate. Jen says, just wanted to take a moment to wish you all happy Easter. Happy Easter right back. Thanks for being a wonderful creator and team. This community helps me a great deal. Love to you all. Love right back, mate. I hope you have a fabulous Easter. If you're celebrating, happy weekend. Happy chocolate day from here in Australia. And I hope you have a fabulous Sunday when you get there. Thanks, Jen. Appreciate the support. Thank you.
Obviously, I don't like bullying, but I've come to a lot of realizations recently about all of this, and I think I have a really huge responsibility and role to play in the amount of trolling, the amount of hate that I've gained online. I think it's because of all the attention I've given to it.
There is a lot to say about that. I mean, literally anybody would have told her, and many people have told her, that feeding the trolls is not the tea, Christine, and engaging in the drama, although it may benefit Chantel from a viewer and watch standpoint. It just gets so messy. And she's out here saying, I'm just here living my life. How dare all of you criticize and blah, 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 blah. But the more she engages with it, the more she pulls the meta into the... What's the opposite of meta? Mega? Is it mega? yeah, the more she engages with the meta, the more like it draws it into the main narrative, and I truly hate it. I'm just here watching nonsense people live their life on the internet, and the more she talks about reaction channels and compilation channels and clip shows and all of that, the more it pulls it into the main narrative, and the more it kind of pulls away from Chantel's like if you talk about this in a vacuum, right? Disregard commentary channels, reactions, disregard all of that. Chantel picked up, moved halfway across the world, and is currently living in Kuwait, married to a man she knew was talking to less than a month, certainly. To stay for 3 months on a tourist visa, to then tourist hop back to Canada, to get rid of her cats, her best friend, her living space, and the car, who knows where the Kia is, to then move back to Kuwait and sit here for a month, and in 2 months' time, she's going to have to do the same thing, possibly not to Canada. And what's going to happen if the authorities catch on and say, sorry, ma'am, you want to be touristing for rather 9 months now in Kuwait? But I'm married. But is she married? It's a loophole. Like, there's so much nonsense in the actual narrative that all of this auxiliary stuff that gets pulled into it just feels like it's taking away from, like, the truly nonsensical things that we're watching.
And, you know, when you highlight something, when you pay so much attention to it, it's going to grow. And I'm probably...
You forgot about the car. I mean, me too.
Largely responsible.
I think she's forgotten about the car too.
For a lot of hate channels becoming as big as they have. So, you know, I realize, you know, the key is to just...
Hey, Mudslicker, I agree.
Do me and ignore the rest. And that's what I'm going to try my hardest to do. And
it won't last though, because like if history is to teach us anything, it'll be a week or two before she's back on saying someone said something terrible or someone did something terrible, or I don't understand how people support someone so terrible, and it will just be cyclical and loop back in. And I hope it doesn't. Like I would truly, aside from the 4K ASMR nonsense of it all, like I hope the focus is here on Chantel's BS and nonsense, because I would like to get to the end of some of these storylines that seem to be going on for too long. Jen, thank you for gifting 5 channel memberships, mate. I appreciate it. And welcome to Popstum, or welcome back. Mudslicker, Taliu, Jess, Sinadala, and Stephen. Welcome and welcome back. Please make sure you thank the very lovely Jen for the gifted generosity.
How I do that is just by not watching it, not looking at it, not reacting to it. People are always going to hate, right? The classic saying, haters are going to hate. There's nothing I can do about that. It's an also classic saying that you can only control your response. And no matter how much I would, you know, be just screaming into the void, I'm doing this all in self-defense.
Screaming into the void. I know that's a common phrase, but also screaming into the void. What?
Saying that you can only control...
Snoopy, are you here? Have you got me on the TV in the bedroom? Snoopy, am I in the bedroom?
Your response. And no matter how much I would, you know, be just screaming into the void, I'm doing this all in self-defense. I'm acting like a bee in return in self-defense, and it's like, but it's still my reaction and I'm responsible for that.
Correct. That's refreshing to hear.
So these have been really hard lessons learned, and I think that I keep cycling between that, you know, raging and being angry and upset, and because I never learned the lesson. So until I finally do, then you'll know, because then, yeah.
I get kind of tired of this learning the lesson conversation as well, because she fully recognizes what she needs to do. She just doesn't want to do it.
I won't be coming online and raging anymore. So, but yeah, I do know that there's always going to be commentary, and I think that commentary, constructive, analyzing content in a...
Ooh, how's Dreamlight Valley going for you, Mama Bear? I stopped before the first major update.
Constructive manner is very important. You know, when someone puts something out, talking about it in a way that brings up ideas and talking points is important. We're human beings. We like to analyze. We like to criticize. We like to rationalize. So for people to try and rationalize my behavior and all this and that,
Oh no, that ship sailed. I'm not trying to apply Chantel logic to my own logic anymore. That we had to stop doing that, because I was going like around in circles, not in the best way. I just want to see where this story ends. Not even ends, just where it goes.
I think it's normal, and no, I don't have a problem with that. But thank you for admitting you used to be a hater. And
also, what phone are you using to read this off? Wait, so you're recording on the Samsung and you're reading off the iPhone, or is that Sala's old iPhone? Are there 3 phones in the house now? There must be.
I think that a lot of haters are just people who may have just been frustrated at one point with something.
Well, at least what you define as a hater, I suppose. Janelle, thank you for being here for a month, mate. I appreciate it. Janelle says, appreciate you so much, Puppy. I mean, Pulpy. I'll take Puppy. We're not running the filters today, Janelle, but maybe one day in the future. Thank you for being here for a month. I appreciate the support.
Or another time and just...
Oh, it's a good game for that, Mama Bear, yes.
Express it differently. So I'm trying to be more tolerant and more understanding about people's reactions as well. I'm trying to focus more on the why over the how they present what they're saying to me. Okay, Doc.
I would just not be focusing on the, like, on the reactions or criticism of individuals, like, at all. Because I don't feel as if Chantel learning to just look for the criticism and the feedback and grow from that is going to work. I don't think that's going to work. Dr. Agathan Carter, hello doctor, has asked, when is the next open chat? She won't schedule it. She'll whoopsie daisy one and say, oh, I don't mean to do that. Oh, actually, what's she doing with her memberships now that she's not streaming? Has she turned those off? I don't think she's turned those off.
Dr. Agathon Carver used to be a Beezer. When is the next open chat? So I'm not going to be doing live streams.
Sorry, she's yelling again. My bad.
For now. But to say I'll never have another open chat, I don't know. But I am enjoying doing the recorded content because it allows me to reflect more on what I want to...
I'm not going to lie. I enjoy sitting down to a 20-minute piece of recorded content and going for like an hour on it over sitting through a 3-hour live stream and going for 5 hours on it. I truly, truly do. Because there's actually talking points that can be made. Instead of just dead air, skip, find a bit, play some audio. Like, try to make it fun. There's no making those long live streams fun. Well, I mean, there are, but, you know, if you have a buddy, everything's fun.
Say, instead of just being so impulsive, and I think that's really healthy for me at this time. Mike, what is your goal and what are Salah's goals from recently joining the gym? Really enjoying that type of content, by the way.
I love the gym content just because it gives me a lot to talk about and think about, which is great. And also it helps me kind of reflect back on like the last year and a half and how far I've come from not being able to bench like a bar at all to actually being able to lift things. It's nice. What's your goal when Salah's goal? I assume I don't think Chantel's in the mood to talk about her dream 6-pack at this point, but I'm sure this kind of sounds sensible, so I feel like she's going to respond with keeping mobility and fitness, and maybe there'll be a conversation about weight loss, who knows. As for Snoopy, I don't know, he thinks it's going to be on the cover of like Men's Health or something by the way that he looks at the camera, so couldn't tell you.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you for your question as well. Our goal is just to improve our...
That's more of what she should have said, Chicken Pickle. You're right.
Fitness, some weight loss, especially for me. And as you can see, we're starting pretty slow at the gym, but you have to kind of build it up. You don't just want...
Would I do another Q&A live? Yeah, sure. Why not, Sans? I don't know when I'd do it. I mean, you can ask a question here. Maybe not here. This is actually probably too big of a forum, I guess.
Go in and start lifting like 250 pounds of weights and, you know, right off the bat. So... it can be damaging to your muscles. So we just want to improve our fitness level. Also mental health. I find my mental health is like, actually, yeah, it's so much improved. I don't get as angry. I just feel good after the gym. I like to feel good. You know?
One of my goals was being able to lift my own body weight, like me at what I consider my worst, which is not always a healthy way of saying that, I know, but it's just the way that I talk about it. Being able to lift myself at my worst, which I have been able to do in a couple of 1RMs, which has been really nice. And then I'll set future goals from there as well. I've got a challenge coming up, which is actually quite scary for me because it's I like to talk about numbers a lot, but I really don't like my own numbers because I saw what happened when I was hyper focused on my own numbers for a long period of time, and I came out of that with a lot of like respect for my ability to be strict, but also concerned about a few things, which is fine. But yeah, I'm going in for a challenge, which includes a body scan. So that's going to be some interesting numbers, but it'll be like 12 weeks of like focused diet and exercise to see what actually happens to my body in that time, which is great. That's going to be fun. Sorry, I got off track. What were we saying?
I don't get as angry. I just feel good after the gym. I like to feel good, you know. I make it like it's like a whole evening thing.
I like to feel pooped after the gym. I like to feel exhausted. Oftentimes after the gym, I will have like a hot shower or a bath or something to just like chill. And I very much enjoy the exhaustion of lifting things. It's good.
So, and I noticed that it is time consuming.
I don't know if it's a DEXA scan. It's like it's a full body scan.
So that's why I've cut it down to 5 times a week for now, to allow myself to a day to do like complete housework and laundry and to edit and catch up on things. Metal Hobbit, if money
of course, Joel.
wasn't a problem, where would you most want to travel to? Thank you for your question, Metal Hobbit.
It's going to be tricky because I've not done like restricted calorie stuff while lifting, which I know can be, well, kind of, but I know that can be much harder to like find the energy to be able to do stuff, not just like weight loss, but also retention of muscle mass while trying to like eat really clean. That can be a bit tricky, but there'll be a lot of numbers in the future.
I think I would just want to travel the world. I think I would just literally want to put Howie in a little hamster backpack and just, Salah and I just go and travel for the next couple of years. Like, just not even live in a home, just like travel from place to place, road trip between.
She keeps talking about this. Weren't we booking tickets to Thailand like 2 months ago? None of this is happening.
Road trips between like visiting many different countries. I want to travel the Middle East. We do have some travel planned. I think you can still travel even if you don't have much money, as long as you're smart about it. And luckily for me, Salah is very smart. And, well, I mean, I don't want to say I'm not, but we have, we contribute to the relationship in a lot of different ways. And one of them is he's very good at planning things and being strategic. So I think that...
well, strategic enough to buy 2 phones in the last month.
We can definitely travel and be smart about it, even not being rich people, What?
I travel vlogs across the Middle East with Foodie and Snoopy. Bring it on. Bring it on. I'd love to see it. Lottie, thanks so much for the super chat, my friend. That's not at all required, but very much appreciated. Thank you. Lottie says, getting my virtual cheerleader on for Team Zach in the challenge. You got this. We'll believe in you, and your best is more than enough. Oh, thanks, mate. I'm excited. It won't start for a little while, but I'm treating myself very kindly in my relationship to food now, because I know in not too long it will be very, very strict and we'll be back to counting. And I think in all honesty, I think the hardest part about counting all of the stuff isn't even counting all of the stuff, because I know I can be regimented with it. The hardest part is finding the time. Like, when I did address my relationship with food, I had a little bit more time to be like, okay, I'll cook lunch every day and I'll weigh out everything. And even though that only sounds like an extra like 30 minutes a day, it's literally an extra 30 minutes a day I feel like I don't have at the moment. So yeah, we'll see how it all pans out, but I might just have to be kind to myself and, I don't know, take like an hour's less sleep a night to catch up or something. But thank you for the support. Appreciate it.
What is your biggest regret, Minto Angel? Honestly, I think that not reverting sooner to Islam, just completely not acknowledging God as a presence in my life in general has, been detrimental in so many ways when I look back on my life. Believing in God has erased a lot of angst, a lot of worry, a lot of doubt, a lot of things in my life, a lot of despair. I know why I'm here now. I mean, we are all God's creatures. We're all perfect in that way, but that's what I mean by that. I'm still figuring out what God wants from me here. Maybe it's just to give messages to people. Maybe it's just to enlighten people in some way or share my story with people. And I'm already doing that.
Sorry, I'm reflecting on all of the rage streams we've got since Chantel's been in Kuwait.
So hopefully that gets
in the most modest way possible. Yeah.
Me some good deeds in his book. But I wish I found God a lot sooner, because I think it would have really helped me in my darkest moments in life. Thank you for your question, Minto Angel. Okay, I'm going to answer this.
Oh, I didn't answer that question. Sorry, I got distracted.
Last question. Indica Brownie. Yours is long, so I'll get to yours. I'm going to skip this one and get back and get to it in another video.
Indica Brownie, what did you ask?
I'm going to answer Tris and Maddie. Will
Snoopy ever visit Canada and meet your family? Ooh. She'll probably say, in the future, possibly. Yes, I'd love for that to happen, but for now, we're not planning that.
Ever visit Canada and meet your family? Inshallah.
There it is.
Right now, that's not on the table. We have a lot of other plans we need to accomplish first.
Auntie M, lovely to see you, mate. It's a very, very adorable doggo. A doggable No, I was about to say a doggable dodo. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Auntie M says, did you see any therapist during your gurney? No, I didn't. And I kind of regretted, like reflecting back on that, I regretted it. I'm relatively sensible when it comes to my own sensibilities. And I do preach a lot about speaking to healthcare professionals, especially when like branching out on a new, like, gurney in essence. I didn't speak to any healthcare professionals outside of my regular physician, just in regards to calories and things like that, just some general conversation about weight loss specifically. But no, I didn't speak to mental health care professionals while I was going through all of that. I don't encourage doing that whatsoever. I think what I did had an impact on me, but because I was having these conversations pretty much consistently daily with an audience, it was enlightening to be able to get like what was happening in here out verbally, and then having that ability to reflect, which some people don't really have all that much of. And the reason why I say I'm not a professional, don't listen to me, is because everything that applied to me. So yeah, I think specifically in the discussion of relationship to food, like everybody's is subjectively their own. And I've spoken about it before, where it's like, man, I can't imagine going through life and not having like this complex, complicated, I'm in awe of people who have the regimented ability to have like 3 meals a day, and it's like, you know, half a plate of protein, and it's lean proteins, and it's like, it's regulated thing. Because for me in my life, my relationship with food never looked like that. And then I tried it, and then it worked for a while, and then I got focused on numbers and yeah, all of that stuff. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it.
We don't really want to...
The birds are very loud today, yes. Ozzy, good to see you. Thank you for being here for 22 months. Ozzy says, just woke up from a post-hiking nap. Oh, nice. Did I miss much? I mean, like 2 hours. Yeah, but I hope you had a good nap, Ozzy, and I hope you had a good hike as well.
Live in Canada. So if someday we do go back to Canada together, then it will be to visit family, things like that, or maybe staying there for a few years, but I don't know.
Staying there for a few years in Canada? Okay.
People want to be anchored down there. I think, you know, us both we both really want to travel and experience life. So it's not really something that we're thinking about right now. Obviously, I'm planning on being here for a good couple of years at least, so we'll see.
Jewel, no, I never considered weight loss surgery, only because I had, after multiple attempts, I knew I had the ability to adapt and control my diet. Not to say anything about weight loss surgery, but that was never a goal. That was never an option for me. It's also extremely expensive and would impact my day-to-day life, probably outside of the bounds of what I could potentially do. So no, I never considered weight loss surgery as an option for me.
We'll see what happens in the future. All right, guys, so that was Q&A part 1. I will do another video like this in the future, as I said, the near future. I will try to do one maybe in a few days or something like this.
You don't need to do this daily. Maybe once a week. Once a week as a bit would be kind.
And I'll try to answer all of your questions. I just want to thank all of you for asking the questions and being interested in my life. I realize that that's actually a really big gift, to have people interested in what you have to say, you know, even if it's not all positive. So also please check the description below for the links to our social media and our other channels.
I'm fine.
If you want to support us over there, it's greatly appreciated. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Okay, well, I learned absolutely nothing that I didn't know already. We're going to jump back into Ambi now that we've watched that nonsense Q&A. And Ambi's still got another 7 minutes left. So again, for those of you who are uninterested, if you could hit the like button on the way out for a second time, that would be wonderful. But we are going to boop back on over to Ambi and her Atkins peanut candies. Very good.
But they're not. There's literally only 1 net carb and 130 calories. Love that. Blaine needed some more coffee, so she just got some breakfast blend. And
yes, Talia, you did get the shout out.
This one looks scary. Death Wish coffee, the world's strongest coffee. Okay, she won't be sleeping for days. I got this, it's by the brand Kind.
What would I prefer? A grocery haul with ALR or a Q&A with Foodie? There's no right choice.
Nuts and honey granola with toasted coconut. It's a good source of fiber.
To be fair, it's the grocery haul, though. That's the right choice.
Because I need to up my fiber. So I figured throw this on some yogurt.
Sure, I would highly recommend psyllium husk. It comes in bulk. It's really cheap. It can up your fiber in a pinch, literally.
I don't know. Speaking of yogurt, we had to get some. So I got this Chobani.
No, she's not doing Atkins, Stephen. She's just eating the candy. She's on a new diet, which is essentially like... Oh, I can't remember the exact numbers. I want to drill it into my head, though. I think it's like 70 grams of fat, 100 grams of protein, and like 200 grams of carbohydrates. It's around like 2,100 calories, but that's her macro breakdown. But she's been suggested to have at least 30-ish grams of fiber. I really want to just memorize that little like slide that she had of her macros so that we could talk about it as it goes.
0 sugar.
Chia is also good. Broccoli, hell yeah, all the vegetables for fiber. But I take psyllium husk because I need additional fiber in my diet.
Strawberry cheesecake. They have a 0 sugar kind, so figured I'd try it. I also got the Chobani. It's just regular vanilla Greek yogurt.
Yeah, chicken pickle. She's definitely not got the crown for the Q&As.
Not my fave, but if I add some fruit and some granola, I think we'll be good. I got 2 of these.
That was 30 grams of fiber. I thought so.
Chobani coconut Greek yogurt.
85 grams of fat. Ooh, I was close. So it's 85, 100, and 200, or 190 to 220, I think was the range for carbs. I'll try to remember that. I can't promise. I should write it down somewhere. Where's my journal?
And we got 2 of the Chobani honey and cream, which...
I don't know what it is. I do not like Chobani at all. I don't know what it is. There's both Woolworths and Coles here in Australia make like a high protein Greek yogurt, like light Greek yogurt, which it doesn't have like the tang that I like, that sour tang from a traditional Greek yogurt, but really, really good on the macros, really high protein, very, very low carbohydrate, and reasonably low fat as well for what it is. And I use it all the time. I literally like flatbreads, smoothie bowls, which I made one this morning. It was delicious. Yeah, like nice creams, everything.
Feline picked out.
I don't love Chobani because I feel like there's additional sugars in it, like with their flavorings and stuff. I don't know. Especially when I'm looking at controlling my own macros, I prefer to control what goes into yogurt. But
she'll take one of my coconut and I'll take one of her honey and cream. I want to start drinking just the littlest bit of coffee in the morning because I noticed that...
Oh, we're back on this. I remember watching this and thinking, boy howdy, this is reminding me of 2 years ago where... And then 2 years before that, and then 2 years before that, where Ambi gets on a coffee kick and tries to like coffee, and then we'll end up getting like 17 pumps of syrup into every single coffee. Really? Because it turns out that Ambi doesnnd actually like coffee.
It does help with my appetite, gives me a little bit of energy. So I just got some that's already made. The blonde roast. Feline said that it just has a less like strong, potent coffee taste because I don't like coffee very much.
Oh, really? Tell you? Nice.
I got some garlic and herb, cream cheese. Feline got some overnight oats.
Oh, we see Feline in the background there.
I got some garlic and herb, cream cheese.
Just in the reflection of the microwave. Hello.
Feline got some overnight oats that she wants to try. And the
Oat alert! Catherine.
brand Mush.
I know. Not
Bush.
Oh, a coffee and Premier protein situation. Live light. You may have been here for a while. Yes.
One more time, take 2.
Mush oats. Ew. She got apple, cinnamon, and blueberry. So these do go in the fridge.
Buy a big bag of oats and make your own. I don't understand these convenient portion sizes. I mean, I do. I totally do. But not for Ambi's household, where Ambi doesn't do anything apart from turn a camera on and do this. Ambi has so much time to have fun in the kitchen, and I wish she would. I wish she enjoyed cooking, because I feel like she'd succeed in, like, counting the things that way.
By the way, because they're cold. Got some broccoli. We're always getting broccoli. What's funny?
Wrapped in plastic. Jeez Louise.
What? We got some broccoli. We're broccoli obsessed around these parts.
Great. So the broccoli came in plastic, wrapped in a separate bag, to this additional bag, which was in that bag.
Can't go wrong.
Which has another plastic bottle for barbecue sauce. Very good. The turtles will thank you.
Some barbecue sauce. Some ground turkey. We already have a pretty good amount of meat, so we didn't get too much.
Pre-made overnight oats. That sounds like the worst thing imaginable. You know how you make overnight oats? Oats, liquid, fridge. Wake up, eat, enjoy.
Turkey bacon and just some chicken tenderloins. So I got some lunch meat. This is my favorite. It's just the rotisserie seasoned chicken breast.
I'm having flashbacks. Is everyone else having flashbacks? Oscar Mayer, chicken breast deli meats. Whew.
Got some cayenne pepper. We needed it. I love me a cottage cheese moment, so I got some cottage cheese.
Again, Woolworths and Coles has a low-fat cottage cheese, really, really good on macros for protein and low-fat. And not as rich as full-fat cottage cheese, but delicious.
So Feline's creamer, she's going to be using oat milk creamer.
I don't understand creamer. I'm going to have to have a conversation about milk math. What is creamer? Why not? Why do we not just use milk? Why do we not just use milk and, like, syrup to make thing? 2 sandwiches with 6 bacon. D. Martin, that's counting. That's what that is. What? Like, help me understand creamer. What's... Oh, hold on. Sorry. What's... It's flavored cream. But is it actual cream? Is it cream or is it, like, something else? It's sugar and milk. Well, why would you not just get milk and, like, sugar or syrup? Sugar flavor marketing. I've never understood. And, like, again, watching a lot of Americanized stuff where the conversation of, like, creamer in coffee is, like, I don't get it. I don't understand.
Sweet cream.
Whole milk and creamer.
Flavored.
Okay.
But I am going to be using the zero sugar caramel macchiato moment.
It's like flavored milk. But it's warm.
Which looks like this. Got some fresh mozzarella pearls. Just a container of those. And then some ketchup. Okay, guys, so I normally...
Like half and half or an actual cream? Like 3/4 of a cream?
Don't film at this time. Late at night, like after my shower or anything. This is usually when I upload my video and I schedule it.
Oh.
But I realized in this video, I do not have an outro. I don't have a P.O. box. I
Look at you not wearing your headphones.
don't have voice memo. So I do want to talk a little bit about the voice memo segment in my video.
Okay.
And then P.O. box. I am going to keep them because a lot of people enjoy them. I enjoy them. I love them. But obviously there's a portion of people who think that it's just like taking up too much of my video, which I understand.
Yes, I'm part of that team.
So instead of like taking it out completely, I'm just going to make it short form. I'm not
Now we get to judge whose Q&A was better.
going to do so much long-winded because I do
It's like sweetened condensed milk. Really? Ew.
want to keep it as part of
Why would you want that in your coffee?
my videos because it's special to me and it's fun. So I do want to start off with P.O. box.
Oh, hey, Peach Gobbler, good to see you. Not Peach Gobbler. Different person.
So I do want to say that I have been opening the packages before I start filming.
Exciting news, Imperfect Foods is now part of the Misfits Market family. Find out how your grocery experience is about to get even better.
So you guys don't have to see me like hassle with all that, but
Excited.
I do not look inside. I do not peek, so it's still authentic and you guys get to see my reaction. So first things first, it's a box that says Empirical Food. So I don't really know if there's food in there. This might be just a box that someone reused. So let's look.
Okay, Joy. I do like the coordinating towel to shirt moment.
Okay, so I see a letter and a bag of stuff.
Oh, there's something green in there. Is that a loofah?
I'm going to read the letter first. So this was super sweet and from Daphne, who actually has a organization that she does at
Vips Fund. Free order pickup for Ann Arbor residents. VIPs Fund. 100% of profits go to wildlife conservation.
VIPsfund.org.
Oh, this is great. Oh, it's a crochet
stands
shop.
for
Ooh, scrappy sweater. 88.88. That seemed like a weird price for a garment. Okay, whatever. Chunky monkey mushrooms, 15.55. Has this got something to do with like sales tax in America?
primates. It's a
Granny hoodie, 11.11. Faux leopard gloves, 22.22. Why is everything repeating numbers? This seems weird. Is that weird? That seems weird.
nonprofit where they help.
Poseidon sweater. That's cute. 55.55. Bumblebee mushroom, 12.22. I'm also sensing a theme here, Ariana. And it's crochet, and I love a crochet moment. But I don't understand these numbers.
Save lemurs and gorillas.
Oh, they're angel number prices? Huh. Capitalism. That's weird.
And
Okay.
stuff like that. So obviously I'm not going to
Oh, wait, that one's not. That's on sale. $9.67. There you go.
share
Granny Square collection drop. VIP fund.
the private stuff that she said in there, but if you guys want to go there and help out in any way that you can, please do. Daphne, your letter was super sweet and I'm so excited to see what is in here. So
Oh, thanks, Tiny Fairy. Appreciate
this
it.
is a bag.
It is a bag.
That's
I love if she could like talk about some of this stuff instead of just scrolling through her screen grab.
VIP.
Who is VIP? VIP was a very important primate getter who resided in the Woodland Park Zoo in Seattle, Washington, till his death in 2020. An attentive father to 7 gorgeous gorilla daughters, VIP is a representative of the resilient, endangered animals all across the world who continue to show us nothing but love in the midst of the peril they face.
Inside,
I would like to read that.
we have a little seal. Oh my god, this is adorable.
Well, that's very cute.
And you know what? I always call Twinkie my little seal because I feel like she looks like one. This is so cute. And then there's this cute little thing. It honestly looks like a little mushroom. Like,
I think that's what it is, yes.
that is adorable. So if you go to that website, every single thing that you buy on there, 100% of the purchase is donated to wildlife conservation. That is amazing.
Oh, that's very nice.
And thank you so much, Daphne.
She said purchase. Did she mean proceeds? Or is it both?
So I figured I would do one more, which I did rip it open, but I didn't really see what it was. I did see a wheel. Okay, a wheel. Mobility Direct. Okay. So someone thinks I need a little scooter. Fat phobia at its finest. After such a sweet...
Not me remembering every time Ambi was using a scooter in Walmart. Like, whatever. I mean, yeah, do I think sending her something like that was a troll? Do I think that she could have done it herself? God, who knows? Whatever. She didn't need to film it, didn't need to react to it, didn't need to feed the trolls, didn't need to do a lot of stuff. But, Ambi, please do not try to argue that you've never made a point to say that you needed to use a scooter, specifically at places like Walmart. But whatever. It's all fat phobic.
Thing. You know, it makes the world go round. A little bit of bad, a little bit of good. Yikes and bikes. Okay, so the next thing, we're gonna do a voice memo because I like being interviewed by you.
Hi Queen, I love you and I wanted to ask, are you
That's true, Chelsea. She did say she went and opened everything first.
a jealous person, and how
She definitely saw it.
do you deal with jealousy in relationships?
Thank you so much for the question. So jealousy in relationships, yes, I am a jealous person, and I think it's because I am not a confident person. A lot of people seem to think that I'm confident, but I promise that is not the case.
I don't think that. It's live. Hello. Welcome to Pulpster. Thank you so much for joining. And everybody, please make sure you thank the lovely It's Life for joining and welcome them. Say hello. Everybody say hello. Hello, It's Life.
I guess it just comes off that way because I do YouTube, but how I deal with it is like, I try my hardest to trust the person that I am with and be confident in our relationship. I don't have to be confident about myself, but I want to be confident in the person that I'm with and trust that they wouldn't do anything to hurt me. So I know that's easier said than done, but I try my best to do that.
I do love the conspiracy theory that all of these questions are just Ambi using a voice alternator.
Anyways, I hope
Silly.
you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one.
Oh, that was it? We only got one Q&A question?
Bye.
Okay, bye, Ambi. Well, that's everything. Hello, Shane. Just as you get here, I'm off. Chat, thank you all so much for hanging out. Oh, boy, howdy, I am sore. Thanks for being here. It's now 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which is longer than I intended, and that's okay. I'm going to go whip up a storm in the kitchen. That is freshly cleaned, and I'm so happy. I love scrubbing surfaces. It's so good. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you're having a fabulous Easter weekend for those of you who are celebrating and participating. Once again, happy Chocolate Day from down here in Australia. If you'd like to hit the like button on the way out, I'd appreciate it. For those of you on the rewatch, I appreciate your comments, opinions, and eyeballs, everybody. Be safe, drink your water, wear your sunscreen, hug a loved one, indulge in some chocolate today, and take care of yourself because you're worth it. I'm off. I'm also Zach, and I will see you all in the next video and or